Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to today's live stream. What's going on, guys? What's up? Welcome. I've got a good game, 2 good games, back to back. It is the Sweet 16. It is March Madness, and things are getting crazy. Madness is upon us right now. Starting with this game, our last Cinderella story, our last true, real Cinderella story is here for this matchup. The Texas Longhorns ranked 11 in their division, in their conference, and Purdue number 2. And for the Longhorns to be here out of the teams remaining in the Sweet 16, they are the lowest ranked seed out of all 16 teams. And this is a really, really big assignment for Texas to take on Purdue. What's going on to y'all in the chat? That just popped right now. What's up, Victoria? I see Victoria early into the chat right now, dropping a super chat. Thank you, ma'am. Check it in right now. Big boss lady saying, let's effing go. You're covering my team later. Go Arkansas. You're a Razorback. Okay, we will be covering the Razorbacks later. That's going to be a really fun game. Really looking forward to that contest there. The Razorbacks, Arizona versus Arkansas is going to be a crazy matchup. And I will be covering that. So, yeah, rock and roll. Appreciate that. Thanks for checking in. Courtney, what's going on? I see Love Heat Lamp saying, nice tie. Thank you, Mr. Heat Lamp. Mr. Mojo's in the house. Looks like Noah Lingefelter. What's going on, Noah? How are you, sir? Shout out to Jaden, Jaden, what's up? Saying, yo, Mario, roll tide. Bama also playing in this Sweet 16. Won't be covering Bama for today or tomorrow, but if they do make it into the Elite 8, we will be covering all of the games for the Elite 8. There should be 4 games, and it should be similar to today and tomorrow where they're going to be back-to-back games on Saturday and Sunday. Robert, what's going on, Mr. Samora? I see Tommy Braskett in the chat. What's going on, Mr. Braskett? C. Chisholm saying, hook 'em horns. What up, man? By the way, I have some slight affinity to the Texas Longhorns. I live about a 40-minute drive, maybe about an hour drive to South Austin, where we could go see UT Austin. And, I'm just a fan. They were the first big college game that I did when it was for college football. Texas versus ASU. That was crazy. That's the first time I ever saw Cam Scadaboo run crazy, run wild. That game went into overtime. That brought in like 250,000 views for a college ball game, which was pretty cool. And so ever since then, I've been a fan of Texas. Purdue, on the other hand, I'll be the first to tell you I have not covered a lot of Purdue sports, but I have done my research, and we will talk about all of that. Another thing, folks, before y'all start getting a little antsy on this game, just know a couple of things. First and foremost, tip-off time is scheduled for 6:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. At least that's what it says on ESPN. The reality of the situation is that at 6:10 p.m., that's when ESPN is going to start doing their coverage, which means we probably won't see tip-off until closer to 6:20, maybe even closer to 6:25 Central Standard Time. Keep that in mind as you are continuing to flip through these channels today. Brian, what's going on? Saying, here for the truly good analysis. I'm here for you, Brian. What's going on, brother? Fist bumps to you, man. I got, looks like Ponch45 saying, will football season ever get here, says Ponch. Soon. Gray59, what's going on, big dog? Welcome back, sir. Back for more, I see. My first time doing FN in the air. Oh, you're on a plane right now. Is it like that song? I'm getting drunk on a plane. What's up, Bubba Jax? Hello. Brian. Real deal, Holyfield. What's going on? Hook 'em horns, real deal. Jaden saying, so more than 30 minutes till actual tip-off? Most likely, yeah, something around that time, Jaden. I would expect tip-off. You can see it right there. It says 6:10 p.m. at the bottom of the screen. Chances are it's going to be closer to 6:20. But that's just my guess. I it's just my guess based off of doing this for a couple of years now. The start time is always a little wonky. Shout out to Wesley, our Rams fan. What's going on, Wesley? Welcome back, sir. George Pearson saying, let's go, Texas. I love it when you fist bump the screen. I got you. Let's go. Let's go. It's one of my favorite things to do, too. All right, guys. Pleasantries aside, I am glad to be live with y'all today. It was actually getting close to maybe having to cancel this game. I managed to find a very reliable person to come and help babysit today. Definitely needed free hands for today's game because this is going to be a really good contest. So let's talk about let's actually talk about the landscape coming into this before we break down the offense and the defense. What I want to bring up and show you guys is the bracket so y'all can see what's going on here in the Sweet 16. Now, anytime you pull up these March Madness brackets, they look absolutely crazy because they've got another 60 teams on this side or whatever, you know what I mean? They've got just way too many teams. We condensed it. We shrunk it down, and I made it as easy as possible to follow. The home teams are going to be on the bottom. Home teams, even though these are all being played on neutral field. But the lower seeds are on the bottom here. So we will be covering all of the teams at the top of this bracket between today and tomorrow. And the winning teams from these bottom brackets, we will be covering on Saturday and Sunday for the Elite Eight. But Sweet 16 starts with this game, Texas and Purdue. The winner of this game will advance, and the winner of Arizona-Arkansas, which is the second game that we're going to be covering here today, back-to-back games, will be advancing here as well. Now, if Purdue advances, they could be either top or bottom here. If Texas beats Purdue, they're automatically going to be put on this top bracket. The lower seed remaining over here advances, and they would be considered home in the Elite Eight. Tomorrow, we're going to be covering these two games. There will be St. John's versus Duke, and we're going to see Michigan versus UConn, Michigan 3, UConn 2. We're going to be covering all 4 of those games between today and tomorrow. But the games that we will not be covering, they will be happening simultaneously with today's broadcast. So we will see other games happening simultaneously with today's broadcast. I've got the scrolling ticker at the bottom of the screen so you guys can keep an eye on those scores as well. But Iowa versus Nebraska will be going head-to-head. Illinois versus Houston, going to be happening there on the same court. Then we'll have Alabama and Michigan and Tennessee and Iowa State, and those will advance into the Elite Eight. Then we go into the Final Four, which happens in Indianapolis, and, of course, the championship game next Monday. Not Monday coming up, but like the next Monday. Yeah, so like week and a half from now, and all of this will be over. So I hope that's a pretty clear and easy picture to read right there. We've also got a few additional stuffs that we'll bring up later for like the basketball. We added the extra slots at the bottom so y'all can see the teams that are fighting for their chance in the play-in tournament. Anyways, NBA aside, NCAA March Madness is happening. The Sweet 16 getting ready to start right now, and these two teams will be the first to tip off. It's going to be the Texas Longhorns and the Purdue Boilermakers. Now, there's not a lot separating these teams when it comes to points per game. Take a look at the points per game, right? It might look like Purdue has a huge advantage, but they really don't. 82 points per game on average compared to, well, 82 points per game on average. Texas Longhorns considered a big underdog in this game, but I think the Longhorns might have a sneaky chance to actually get in there. Shooting percentage, advantage to Purdue. 3-point percentage, advantage to Purdue. It's actually more than a 10% advantage there, so a big advantage behind the arc for Purdue. But it's pretty much dead even when it comes to free throws. Free throw attempts per game, the Longhorns get a lot of their points inside of the paint and a lot of their points from the stripe. They're scoring a quarter of their points from the free throw line, averaging almost 26 free throw attempts per game. Well, I guess 75% of those attempts go in. Anyways, average score margin, this is the big difference. It comes down to the defensive side of the equation here. Can the Longhorns defense keep up with Purdue's defense? Even though both teams are scoring 82 points per game, Purdue is giving up about 7 points less than the Texas Longhorns, which really will make a difference in this game. Hey, we've got the Fire Department of Jersey City, Engine 2 in the chat. What up, FDJC Engine 2? How you doing, big sir? How you doing, my friend? Welcome back. Welcome back. I guess what, your second basketball game with Football Nation, man? Good to have you in here, FDJC Engine. Nathaniel is in the chat. Real Deal Holyfield still with us. Ashley, hello, saying I'm always going to support Football Nation because I love this community. Let's go. Let's go. Living Like Larry says, who's ready for some basketball. Oops. Living Like Larry. There he is with the Seattle Mariners. Oh, man. Larry. Great to have you in here, sir. Let's see. A lot to talk about before this game here gets started. Ricky, hello, Ricky. I see Ricky in the chat as well. Mr. Many Hides. Ricky Many Hides in the chat. I got John Henke saying hello as well, saying staying with Big Ten supremacy on this one, says John Henke. Well, we'll take a look at some of this here as well. Ethan Evans saying hello. Hope you're doing good today. I'm doing very well. I hope you're having an amazing day. If you guys had to work today, you had to go to work today, I'm at work right now, so I understand you. A little different style of work, but for those of you who did have to go to work today, maybe you're on your commute home from work right now, depending on your time zone, thank you for tuning in to this channel. Ethan, great to have you in here, sir. Swaggy McNolegs is in the chat, too. What up, Swaggy? Saying, I'm watching this game, but go baseball. Swaggy, we'll be covering baseball when things get a little more heated. I know it's opening day for, I think the Cubs have their opening day today. There's opening day on baseball, like, everywhere happening here. Anyways, all of that being said, I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, turning our attention back to this Texas-Purdue game. We made it about halfway down this table before I went down my rabbit hole. I guess we made it 3/4 of the way. The average score margin is where we left off here. 12 points of a score margin in advantage of Purdue for most of their games. Texas has won their games by half that. So Texas has won their games by about 6 points. Assists per game, Purdue swinging that basketball around really well, averaging almost a 20 assists per game compared to Texas's 12 assists. And turnovers per game, they move the basketball a lot more. They create shots off of assists, and they don't turn the basketball over as frequently as the Longhorns do. Now, what does that mean for today's game? It means that Texas better show up and play mistake-free basketball because Purdue is pretty unforgiving in those numbers here. Points per game allowed, you're looking at those right there. Purdue averaging 70 points per game, and the Texas Longhorns allowing 76 points per game. So a 6-point difference in what is being allowed for these two teams. 76 points allowed by the Texas Longhorns, just 70 by Purdue's defense. When it comes to rebounds, blocks, those are going to be slight advantages for the Texas Longhorns. Both teams dead even when it comes to steals produced per game. Turnovers forced per game, Purdue able to force more turnovers, putting people into corners, just creating mistakes, whether that's a backcourt violation, tiptoeing the sideline, going out through the baseline, whatever it might be, Purdue is able to force turnovers at a higher rate than the Texas Longhorns defense is. And they commit way fewer fouls than the Texas Longhorn defense. It looks like a lot of those fouls are unnecessary reach-in fouls, maybe some temper or maturity kind of stuff. It could come down to coaching here today. But we'll talk a little more about that later. Wolfie Graphics, what's going on, Wolfie? I got Jay Sleepy Eyes checking in right now. What up, Jay? How are you? Danny in the chat right now, biting the fingers already. Mr. Mojo saying Yanks won 7-0 with Judge getting that golden sombrero. Arian Robbie's in the chat. What up, man? I'm a TCU frog, but go Horns, says Squid 10 Toes. What up, Squid? Yo, good game today. Good crowd today. I see y'all in this chat. Let's effing go, says Courtney. Let's go. Great, guys. Let's do this thing. My mom also said hello. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Courtney says, fun fact, it was 95 degrees when I boarded my plane, and when I land, it'll be like 50 degrees cooler there. Wacky. Body will be confused. That reminds me of this really fun story. Nothing to do with this game, guys. Fun story on the side here. There was one time we went to this ice bar when I was living down in Argentina, and it was freezing. Like, the whole bar was made of ice. Everything was ice. The cups were made of ice. You had to wear a jacket. They gave you these jackets and mitts, and everything was freezing in there. And you could only stay in there for 1 hour, but it was all you could drink. Yeah, so it was all you could drink for 1 hour. And they say that when you are in very cold environments, that effect doesn't really hit you as much. But when you go into a warm environment, it all hits you at once. And it's true. A big temperature change of being in a freezer to going out in the jungle, not quite 95 degrees to 45 degrees, different. But, yeah, a big temperature swing can hit you like a ton of bricks. Trust me, I know. Okay, let's get back on track here. Did you watch the baseball openings? I did not, Gray. I did not. My Giants lost, says Courtney. Yes, they did. But it happens. Eso pasa. Okay, let's take a look at the, I guess the form of these two teams coming into today's game. We're going to start with the underdogs here today. Taking a look at Texas on their last 5 games. Now, they lost to Oklahoma back on March 7th. That was about 19 days ago. These are the last 5 games played for Texas. Last 5 games played for Texas, they lost to Oklahoma, right? They lost to Ole Miss. 2 back-to-back big games there in that SEC tournament. And, yeah, unfortunately, Texas did not go far. Then we advanced to March 17th, which is the first day of the NCAA tournament here. And they happened to get in for the first 4. So they had to play to get into where they are right now. This was the NCAA first 4. Then we advance to the round of 64, and Texas has a game against BYU. They happened to beat BYU 79-71. So after taking 2 losses, right, they turn around and fight their way in through the back door against North Carolina State. Then we end up in a game with BYU in the first round of March Madness. Texas gets the win. They advance to face off with Gonzaga, and Gonzaga, favorites in that game. Texas got the win over them here as well, 74-68. So Texas in good form. By the way, it looks like tip-off might be sooner than expected, but that's still we'll cross that bridge. I promise you I'll make sure that we get all of that in on time. These are the last 5 games for Texas. This is the last 5 games for Purdue. Very different story here. Purdue has been on a tear. The Big Ten tournament, they beat Nebraska 74-58. In the next round, they beat they beat UCLA to advance to the championship game, and they beat Michigan in that one as well. Big Ten teams all over the place right now in this tournament. That's one of the big talking points of this season. Some of y'all who maybe saw my email thread got a chance to see that. That's one of the big talking points about how many Big Ten teams are still remaining, including Nebraska and Michigan and Purdue. Anyways, first round of March Madness in 2026, they happen to face off against Queens. Very, very easy win, 104-71. Then against Miami, about a week ago now, about 5 days ago here, Purdue got the win over Miami, 79-69. Giggity. And now they're going to be playing Texas. I mean, they might just finish off winning out the rest of this year, but you never know. Purdue plus Dodgers moneyline parlay -147 says fresh out of the box. What up, fresh out of the box? Out of the box. Out of the box. DJ Gene, what's going on, sir? I see you, my friend. I see you. Thanks again to Victoria and FDJC Engine for their donations today. Ari and Robbie saying, go Texas, go. Me neither. Oh, did you? I live to tell, though I still can't chew much. I hope a speedy recovery for you there, Courtney. Hope a speedy recovery. Anyways, that was the last 5 games for both Purdue and for Texas. Now let's talk about the starters on both sides here. We'll run through this pretty quick. We've got Matas Vokatitis going to be your center for today. Number 9, center, Matas Vokatitis. Number 15, Power forward number 5, Camden Heide. Camden Heide going to be your power forward number 5. Small forward number 3, Dalen Swain. Dalen Swain going to be your small forward number 3. At shooting guard number 12, Tremont Mark. Tremont Mark. And Jordan Pope was a game-time decision today. So far as I know, I think he's good to go. Maybe someone has more information that I don't know of. Coming in off the bench here for Texas, you've got some additional players. Actually, let me go ahead and bring up something up. I'm going to bring this up here real quick. Before I go too far away from this topic that I had right now, before I get too far off of this, there is a player that we do want to talk about. It's Dalen Swain. Dalen Swain is the heart and soul of this team, offensively, defensively, everywhere. He leads the Texas Longhorns in points, rebounds, and assists per game. He leads them this season in all of those categories, averaging over 17 points per game, over 7 rebounds per game, almost 4 assists per game. He's going to be the focal point of today, and if Purdue can eliminate him from all of this, it's going to be really tough for Texas to get the win over Purdue if Swain can't find ways to get himself open and get to the bucket. Cole Bott going to be one of your backup players. Declan Duru, Nick Cody, Simeon Wilcher, and Shendell Weaver, all going to be players that are coming off the bench here for Texas. But we're a little bit away from that. They're showing the starting lineups right now. Let's run through this on the other side. Oscar Clough, number 45. You'll have Trey Kaufman-Wren at your power forward. C.J. Cox at small forward, also a game-time decision here. Looks like C.J. Cox is available for today's contest. We got Fletcher Lawyer, who's going to be your shooting guard, and Braden Smith at point guard today for Purdue. So tip-off is actually going to be right now. It looks like they're going to be lining up here momentarily. Players already hitting the court. Coming in off the bench, Daniel Jacobson, Liam Murphy, Jack Benter, Omer Mayer, and Gikari Harris. And I probably butchered that one, but Harris is easy enough to say. All of that being said, I think it's time to get our game started here, huh? I didn't even get to do my head-to-heads. We'll do that during this commercial break. TKR plus Braden Smith is a lethal duo. Let's do it. There's the tip-off, guys. Tip-off is won by Purdue. Let's get it started. Uh-oh. So tip-off was won by Purdue. We're going to keep this stats and this information right here. Basketball in the hands of Purdue. Reach and foul coming in quickly right now. Looks like it's going to be an early foul. Please stand by while I make some quick adjustments here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is what we're looking for. We're waiting for the inbound pass. Waiting for the inbound pass. This one should be... this one should be up here. Okay, we start the game off with a 3-ball that we just missed right here. Looks like Fletcher Lawyer is going to make the first shot of the day. Let's start the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Texas with the basketball right now, working their way around the court here. Texas looking for an in. That's Dalen Swain, has to give it up, finds Jordan Pope. Jordan Pope swings it to Camden Heide. Back to Pope. Pope uses a screen right here. He's at the three-point line. He'll drive. He'll shoot up off the glass. No good right there. Rebound by C.J. Cox. Purdue with the three-point lead right now as this game gets started. Here is Braden Smith looking for a man. He'll pass to the left-hand side. It's TKR. TKR feeds it inside to Oscar Clough. He shoots. He can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it to the three-point line. That shot goes up, and Lawyer makes another one. Bang! And it's 6-0 to open up this game. Purdue quickly getting ahead of it here. They're definitely going to work this lead for now. 8.5 here left to play in the first half. This three-point shot flies, and that's a good shot for Tremont Mark. 3-6 right now. Texas down by 3. Purdue with a 3-point lead. Both teams hanging on to all 4 timeouts. There's a bounce pass from Braden Smith, and they're working the arc right now. Purdue looking for a way in. A pump fake at the three-point line and a pass to Oscar Clough. Clough going to put up a screen there for Braden Smith. It's stolen. It's poked away right here. Tremont Mark comes away with it for the Longhorns, and the Longhorns now on the attack. Here's a cut to the left. Good defense there this time by Braden Smith. Nowhere to go. Texas still hangs on to it. Backwards pass now. Heidi will find Swain. Swain inside. Vokatis almost has this pass stolen. It's recovered by Tremont Mark. Shot clock down to 5. Here's a shot from way downtown. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Purdue. Purdue in the attacking area now of the court. Double team happening right here against Kaufman-Wren. Here's a three-point shot that flies. That shot off the rim. And it looks like there was a foul here. The official stops the clock with 17:30 on it. And it looks like the ball's going to stay here. Foul on Matas Vokitaitis. Matas Vokitaitis with the foul right there. Hey, Mario, you know I'm picking Longhorns all day, says that boy Rizzle. What's up, man? The Smoke 420 Tires, Barbecues, and Gun is in the house. What up, man? Here's the inbound pass. Purdue shoots that three. It's off the rim again. So a couple of shots missing for both sides here. We start the clock. Here's a transition three for Texas, and Texas can't get that three ball to fall. They get the offensive board. They try again. The second shot is also a little bit short. Purdue is now in transition. Dribbling here, trying to find something. Braden Smith will have to pass to Clough. Clough is working under the rim. Big body will shoot and miss. Rebound by the Texas Longhorns. Longhorns sticking in here. It's a 6-3 game still. We're 3 minutes into this one. 9 points so far. In the post, turning himself around and now posted up again. Double team coming in. Foul stops the clock with 16:45. Looks like a foul under the rim. The foul is on Fletcher Lawyer. Looks like Camden Heidi is subbing out for Texas, and Nick Cody is subbing in for Texas. So foul happened. The clock has stopped. We're seeing some transitions right now. Some players coming off and on the court here. There is one thing I need to do. One final adjustment, a big adjustment. And that is the, there we go, the live players on the court. This shot goes up. This shot is no good. The rebound and the putback is there, though. There is Vokitaitis to get the putback, the cleanup job, if you will. The score is 6-5. Purdue with a 1-point lead now. What looked like a 6-0 lead, and Purdue was going to start to run away. Good job by Texas to stay in it. No foul over the back. Offensive board for Purdue. Count it. Good shot from the elbow there. Offensive rebound. C.J. Cox knocks that one down from the elbow. Jordan Pope with the basketball, standing at the March Madness logo right now. Pope. Good ball movement here from Texas. Texas hanging on to it. It's Tremont Mark using a screen. Mark is at the free throw line. He pulls up and shoots from the elbow, and that's a beautiful shot for Texas. Count it, the bucket. It's 8-7. Just realized I had this game, says Lebowski. What up, Lebowski? Let's do Purdue Boilermakers versus the Longhorns, says James Joseph. That's what we got going on right now, sir. Scroll this down just a hair. Please stand by while I make some quick adjustments. The Boilermakers under the rim. They're struggling on this offensive possession here. Here's a shot that goes up. This one is nothing but net. There's a bucket there for Purdue. The shot is made by C.J. Cox. It is 10-7. The score is 10-7. I have one goal in mind right now. I have one thing I'm trying to do for you guys, and that's call the game to the best of my ability. But I want it to all look clean. Here's a shot for Vokitaitis, and that's another good bucket for him. He's up to 4 now, back-to-back shots for him. Vokitaitis gets another shot to fall. It is 9-10 with 14:45 here left to go. That looks clean to me. This shot goes up, and Cox answers back quickly. Man, he is all over the place today. He is definitely doing a great job. Medium range, short range, long range. He's able to get those shots to go down. Possession with Texas. The Longhorns have it. The score is 12-9. Longhorns working their way in, trying to find the angle here. He sees an open man at the three-point line. He thought about it for too long. Nick Cody was wide open. Cody passes over to Jordan Pope, and Pope buries the triple. It's 12 up, ladies and gentlemen, all tied up. Isn't Boilermakers a drink? It sure is. It's literally any shot dropped into a beer. Okay, here's another shot that goes up. This one rattles the rim, hits about every inch of that rim. This time it's Braden Smith who gets the shot to fall. So Braden Smith with a bucket here for the Boilermakers. Purdue 14, Texas 12. Jordan Pope with the ball. He looks to the left and finds Dalen Swain. Swain double-teamed here. Finds another open man again. It's Nick Cody. Not going to take that shot at the three-point line. Jordan Pope is open. Cody now with it. Great ball movement outside the three-point line. Mid-range jump shot flies, and it's good from Tremont Mark. Tremont Yaman. Clark knocks it down. That's actually a triple, so excuse me. Looked like that was a three-point shot. Texas takes the lead, folks. Texas is up 15-14. Can Purdue answer back? Here's an opportunity for Lawyer. He goes up, floats it, and it too much mustard on it. A rebound this time coming back. Tremont Mark goes coast to coast, and he will finish at the rim. 17-14. He's even got his own fan squad. 2 girls on the sideline with a shirt that said, "I love Tremont." Okay. 8-2 run in the last 90 seconds here for Texas. 8-2 run in the last minute and a half. Here's a baseline jump shot while on the move. It's no good, but it's an offensive rebound, and the rebound and the shot looks like that one will go to TKR. So the shot is there for Purdue. They're still down by 1, but that was a big bucket by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Dalen Swain finds Vokatitis. Vokatitis, Nick Cody. Cody lined up. He takes the straightaway tray. Bang! What a shot. Okay. He's been staring at that all day. Make him pay. Texas up 20-16. Texas is up 20-16. Here's the feed inside. The entry pass. Nice pivot foot. Great move right there by Trey Kaufman-Wren. That looked Tim Duncan-esque, honestly. Just staying planted on that pivot foot, but still able to do a full rotation while on that foot and get the shot up and in. Great job by Purdue. That was crafty. 11.5 here left to play. Texas up by just 2. Here's a three-point shot that flies. It's going to rattle the rim, but it'll be pulled down by TKR. Bad shot right there for the Longhorns. Transitioning and trying to answer here to try to tie things up or maybe take the lead. Purdue, 11 minutes left to play in the first. Cross-court swing pass wide open. There's the shot. And looks like it's sometimes a little too wide open. Wide open from the corner 3, no good. So C.J. Cox missed that shot. Under the rim, Vokatitis looking for a foul. He gets it. 10:48 left to go, and Vokatitis will take a trip to the free throw line. Crafty, just my type, says DJ Gene. Any chance you're going to do the Illinois game tonight, or will it be too late for you? Melody, I'm doing 2 games today, and it's not the Illinois and Houston game. The second game I'm doing is Arizona. You know what? Let's talk about it, Melody. We are in the middle of a commercial break. So looks like a timeout has been called. Timeout has been called. It's actually a TV timeout. So we saw a foul. When we get back, Vokatitis should be at the free throw line. Looks like Oscar Clough picked up his first foul of the day. So Clough will be charged for a foul. We'll get 2 free throws when we come back. In the meantime, what's up? How are y'all doing? Looking to see our new goal. Our new goal for this live stream is going to just try to get to 115.2. If we can get there, that would be awesome. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button and share this with a friend. Okay, I promised we would talk about the schedule here. So let's talk about it. These are the games that are happening between today and tomorrow. All of these games are happening between today and tomorrow. You'll see that Iowa and Nebraska are going to start in about 5 minutes here, and we'll have Texas and Purdue happening at the same time as Iowa and Nebraska. The second game I'll be covering is Arkansas and Arizona, and that game will be happening at the same time as Illinois and Houston. Now, could I have gone with this game? Yeah, for sure, but the Razorbacks are coming off of a win in there, and so are the Arizona Wildcats. I'm just going to cover both of those, even though Houston's right down the road. I actually think this is going to be a really good game. I think Arizona and Arkansas is going to be a really good game too. Tomorrow, I'll be covering 2 more games. I got St. John's and Duke and Michigan State and UConn at the same time as those 2 games that I'll be covering, Alabama and Michigan, Tennessee and Iowa State. So we are only covering the top half of this March Madness bracket. Only covering the top half of the March Madness bracket. The bottom half will be picking up again once we get into the Elite 8, and the plan is to cover all 4 of the Elite 8 games. So that would be Saturday and Sunday. Let's take a quick look at our analytics and see how things are going on today's live stream. It's a little early in here right now. Not quite sure what to expect out of today's live stream. Would love to see some big spikes, some big numbers today. But you never know. You never know. Anyways, for those of you who are here, I am thankful that y'all are hanging out with me. Glad to be live again. What's up, Alien? Alien9 saying hello. Looks like Tevin Lewis asking who will win. That's a great question. I think Illinois' game is on Prime. Maybe, says Eric Walk. It could be. Josh saying, I wish you would switch to Nebraska when it starts. Let's effing go, says Santino. What up, Santino? I see y'all in the chat. Hashtag live. OU sucks, says we're winning. Nice name. Nice name. Fair enough. Well, thank you, Mr. Joseph. Thank you very much. Is it true that this is the first year Nebraska has won a single game in the NCAA tourney? Timestamp copy version 4. I don't know. What's up, Val? How are you? Volcatitis is at the free throw line. He knocks down the first of his 2 shots. The score is 21-18. The score is 21-18. And even though we were just in the middle of a TV timeout, looks like they are taking another TV timeout, which is kind of bananas to me, but they're doing back-to-back timeouts right here. They literally allowed the span to shoot 1 free throw, and they're like, no. We got to do that. We got to go back to that commercial break again. So that's what they did. We're back to another break. Opening day for Major League Baseball, says DJ Gene. Kia says, Gringo, no beans. Gringo, no beans. ¿Quién dice eso? ¿Quién es el gringo sin habichuelas? Let's see. It sure is. First 2 wins in history for Nebraska, says Eric Walk. Baseball used to start April 15th. What's happening? Says James Joseph. They used to start on tax day? Why would they start baseball on tax day? That's crazy. How about a commercials you switch to Nebraska? I can't because I would have to step away and go change my I don't have a remote to just change the channel. And I don't have like a split screen because if I did, I'd be like, who has the basketball? Sorry, guys. Y'all are stuck. You're locked in. You're locked in with me today. How odd that Nebraska football was lousy and their basketball team won the first 2 games in the NCAA tournament. It is pretty odd. It is pretty odd. Eso pasa. You know what? One of the graphics that – there's actually a lot of graphics that we didn't get a chance to bring up early in this one. So why don't we actually bring some of those up? Why don't we do a quick comparison here between some of the players that we've been watching and calling so far. Braden Smith out here today versus Jordan Pope. We can take a look at both of these point guards. Jordan Pope averaging 13 points per game. Braden Smith averaging 14 points per game. Smith really a facilitator, though. He's got great vision on the court. You can see that when it comes to assists per game, steals per game, and some of the other accolades that he has over Jordan Pope. Just take a moment to really analyze this. Pretty close when it comes to the three-point percentage. Clear advantage, though, for field goal percentage overall. Sorry, guys, I'm working on this. I just opened this right now, and I'm going to try to drink this whole thing between this game and the next game. We'll see how that goes. You have Iowa beating Nebraska on your bracket? Okay. Myers red. Let's see if you get it. Pretty much every single game in this tournament has been an upset, says Alien. I don't know. 5,000 gets Nebraska, says the smoke. Kirkland Water Spring Fresh. Yeah, product placement. All right, we did one quick comparison. We'll do that during the next couple of commercial breaks. Courtney's saying you can do it. We'll see if we can. You know, I don't really love The are we out here trying to get a Costco partner deal? Shoot, yeah, I guess so. I do live and die by the Costco right now. So that was a really long time, guys. What seemed like an hour ago, there was a foul on Vokatitis. Vokatitis got to the free throw line. He took one free throw after that commercial break. They called another timeout. He made the first free throw. He misses the second one. We're back to the game. 10:44 here left to play in the first. Winner of this game advances to the Elite Eight. Here's a jab step, a cut to the right, and a good strong finish at the rim from Trey Kaufman-Wren. Good job by Purdue. Purdue puts up 2 points. Possession now with Texas. Texas moving the ball around here. It's Nick Cody. And this camera angle is sitting nice and low on the sideline. A hard drive to the rim. Dalen Swain will get the shot and the foul. That'll be a foul against Jack Benter. Giggity. It looked like a screen. It actually looked like a charge. Are they calling this a charge? Or no, it is. They're calling it a charge. So scratch that. That's no points. It's still 21-20. Dalen Swain came in and definitely took Jack Benter out. He got set. It was a great charge. And it looks like Purdue will continue to do Purdue things. Shot made by TKR once again. So he's now up to 8 points. The score is 22-21. Purdue on defense. Texas with the rock. Directing traffic here. Looks like it's Weaver. Weaver will pass to Mark. And Tremont Mark will shoot this one from the baseline. Gets this shot to fall. That will be an and one. And it looks like Tremont Mark pulls up and hits that 13-foot jump shot. The score is 23-22. Foul on Harris. So the foul is on Harris. Looks like 9:39 here left to go, and we're going to shoot 2 free throws. Excuse me, an and one free throw, not 2 free throws. Looks like the and one opportunity has been squandered, and the score remains 23-22. Texas, Purdue, these two teams going at it right now. Texas has had all just 3 free throws here today. They've made one of them, so they're shooting free throws at 33%. Meanwhile, Purdue hasn't even taken a trip to the stripe. This would have been and should have been a foul. No whistle. Braden Smith managed to get the shot to go, and that could have been an and one. The clock stops. Timeout called by Texas, and Texas is officially calling a timeout here with 9:16 left to go. 9:16 left to play in the first half of this game. Texas, Purdue. It's a good one now. It's a good one now. It's getting crazy. Overtime, 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 says Angel. Let's see if that happens. Foul, no way, says James Joseph. Yes, it sure is. I've been through that at Courtney, says Robert. Why they got air sick bag, says Mr. Mojo Yono. Says Sparta Firework. What's going on, man? Sparta Firework is in the house. How you doing, Sparta? Hello to all, says Country Kisses. Hello, Country. How are you? Hope you're doing all right today. Preston says, what's up? Angel saying hello. It's a good day, guys. It's going to be a good day. My eyes. Myers red. I have Iowa beating Nebraska on the bracket. Okay, cool. Let's see. Hell yeah, brothers. It's been mucho frio around here, says Kia. Alien saying, if Purdue doesn't win, my whole entire bracket is cooked because I have them in the Final Four. I mean, the fact that you've made it this far is really impressive, bro. Hi, CK. Freaking a bit, says Courtney. Let's see. LJ Cardenas checking into the chat right now. This guy says right here, he says, man, we just had an hour commercial break earlier. I know, bro. I know. I'm hoping this won't last too long. But if it does, we still have things to talk about. Mr. Cardenas, let's take a look at Lawyer and Tremont Mark. Fletcher Lawyer and Tremont Mark. Tremont Mark has been really good on the defensive side of things when it comes to rebounds and when it comes to, honestly, just playing that lockdown defense. But when we compare the two, it's pretty close. Like, they're pretty even on the shooting guard side of things. 13.8 compared to 13.5. I mean, we'll just call it 14 points is what they're averaging, both of them. Assists per game, they're both averaging about 2. Rebounds per game, advantage, Tremont Mark. Steals per game, blocks per game, both pretty darn even. And the one area where I think the real advantage goes is that three-point shooting here between Fletcher Lawyer and Tremont Mark. 41.5% from beyond three-point land compared to 32.3%. I think we know who the better shooter is from downtown. A quick comparison between Dalen Swain and C.J. Cox. We've got minutes per – basically everything, all advantages go to Dalen Swain. Dalen Swain, again, is the heart and soul of this team. And you know what? Today I don't think he's got a single bucket. And yet somehow Texas is barely down by just 1. He will have to turn it on at some point here. But this just goes to speak to Texas's ability to play team ball and for Tremont Mark to really step up today with 12 points. He's the only player on the court with double digits right now. 2 rebounds, 1 foul today. Looking pretty good. I got to go with Des Moines, Iowa Hawkeyes, says James. Link, says Ivan Gonzalez. 23-24. Texas has used one of their timeouts. We're back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Texas with the ball. Here's the move. Tries to put that over his head. Kicks it to the corner. Pump fake at the three-point line. The basketball squirts out back towards the middle of the half court here. Wilcher in trouble. Wilcher to Mark. And Tremont Mark going to go ahead and shoot that triple. This one comes in hot, and it will not go through the hoop. It's going to be a rebound, Purdue. Purdue up by 1. Stepping on it here, Braden Smith gets slowed down by the Texas defense. Here comes the Euro and the jam. Harris. Jakari Harris with a big jam right there. 26-23. Purdue with 12 points in the paint. Here comes a 3-ball from Texas. It's in and out. Robbed right there. Looks like Weaver couldn't get the 3-point shot to drain. Purdue with it. It's Omer Meyer. Meyer will bounce this over to TKR. And it looks like Kaufman-Wren will kick it back out to the three-point line. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Swain. Dalen Swain trying to find his way in. Awkward angle here, too much, but the cleanup job is there, and Weaver is able to get the bucket. It's 25-26. Purdue with the basketball, up by 1. Purdue on the attack now, crossing half court. Here is Jakari Harris. Jakari Harris will pass this one to the right side, and it's Trey Kaufman-Wren. TKR left side, left hand, left panel of the glass, and the layup is good. Beautiful finger roll right there. He's now up to 10 points. Here's Tremont Mark. Mark to Weaver. Weaver to Swain. Swain using a screen here from Nick Cody. Looks to the right, finds Tremont Mark. Shot clock down to 10. Mark makes his move. Sees an open man, pulls the trigger on that one. Another short shot from Weaver. Not impressed by the three-point shooting here of Texas. 25-28, Purdue with a three-point lead. Purdue doing, they seem like they're just playing everything right. The buckets aren't looking as ugly, or they're not taking as much time. Like, the pacing here is much faster coming from Purdue. Here's a foul on the way in. Looks like Cody going to commit the foul. And we're going to see, is that a foul on Smith? I do believe it is. And it looks like, guess what? Another TV timeout. Classic. Classic. I smell the sizzle of Bevo, says Smoke 420 Tires, Barbecue, and Guns. Let's see. Reading some more of these comments right now. Courtney, where you at? Uh-oh. Well, we're live right now. Looks like the Nebraska game. Nebraska's got a pretty decent lead right now over Iowa. It's 12-2 in that game, but of course that game is just starting. OU Sucks says, what a dunk. Preston asking, how was the D.C. trip? Preston, the D.C. trip was actually a lot of fun. A lot of walking, a lot of learning. You know what's crazy, man? We went to the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, and I mean, I've seen diamonds, and I've seen gems, and I've seen those stones and those things, right? That's cool. But I saw the Hope Diamond, and that thing is like, what? And then you look at some of the other like jewels and big pieces that they have on display, things that were like trinkets and things owned by Joan of Arc and Napoleon Bonaparte, and like these crazy jewels and gems. And it made me think like, man, maybe I must have been a jeweler in a past life. I don't know, because these rocks are speaking to me. Anyways, that's how my DC trip was. I learned a lot about a lot of things. Psychotic or breakfast is cooking. Wait, what? ¿Qué pasó? Did it give you hope, Mario? It kind of did. I mean, I don't know that it gave me hope, but it gave me a sense of awe, that's for sure. Folks, right now this game is 28-25, 6 minutes and 45 seconds here left to play in the first half. Texas is down by 3. This is not a timeout that has been called by either of the two teams. This is an official TV timeout, which means that they are just trying to do whatever they can to get their sponsors to, to please their sponsors. Let's see. Michigan's got a game. Michigan's got to win their game or else I'm cooked, because I've got them winning it all, says Alien. You got Michigan winning it all? Woo! Let's see. I can see Mario playing Adam Sandler Uncut Gem movies, maybe. I mean, if you aren't cooking bacon, you learn stuff. I do. Diamonds are apparently a dime a dozen. Yes. Yeah, there's definitely artificial scarcity when it comes to diamonds. That's a whole separate conversation. But a diamond that size that's the only one that's ever been unearthed that size. Anyways, here are these other players we haven't had a chance to talk about much. We have talked about TKR quite a bit, Trey Kaufman-Renn, and he's averaging 28 minutes per game. He's been on the court quite a bit today, averaging 13 points per game. He's already got 10, so he might blow right past that in today's game. Camden Heide on the other side, only averaging about 6.2 points per game. Not much of anything there when it comes to advantages. Big advantage for TKR when it comes to field goal percentage overall. Purdue with the basketball as we come back from this timeout. Here's the inbound pass. Purdue with it. We start the clock, 6:40 on it. Three-point shot flies. This is no good. It's going to be rebounded. Texas. Texas comes away with it. It's Wilcher. Looks like a reach-in foul or maybe a jump ball. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Jakari Harris. So Harris commits a foul. Tevin Lewis saying, will it go over or under 146? If I had to guess, I'd guess over. 6:32 here left to go. Clock has started. Looking right, looking left, looking for an option out. There's Camden Heide. Heide at the three-point line finds Wilcher. Wilcher back to Heide. Heide, top of the screen to Jordan Pope. Pope to Vokatitis. Vokatitis is checked back in. Vokatitis with guys all over him. He's in the paint. He fought for that shot. No whistle coming in, surprisingly. A lot of contact. There's a bounce pass, ugly bounce pass. Last touch by Purdue. It sails out of bounds. It's Texas ball. So Texas has the ball here. 6:03. And Texas doing a great job to break up that transition basketball there by Purdue. Here's the inbound pass, 28-25 with 6 minutes left to play. She_cosplays. I see you. Preston, what's going on, man? No worries. I'll be here, brother. If you come back, Preston, don't worry. I'll be here. Here's Dalen Swain. Swain to Vokatitis. Vokatitis to Wilcher. Wilcher, Vokatitis, back to Wilcher. Wilcher making a move. He's in the paint. He will kick it to the three-point line. Shot clock down to 5. Moving the ball around. Jordan Pope has to take it here. Pope will score. What a shot there. Tied ball game, folks. It's 28 up. 28-28. 5:25 on the clock. Purdue not really taking the charge. They're taking the lead that a lot of us thought they would. Here's a wide open shot going to miss. Braden Smith misses a 23-foot shot, and we get a jump ball here as two players get wrapped up for it. Looks like Camden Heide and Oscar Clough. That's not going to work out well. Heide is 6'7", which is still pretty tall, but Oscar Clough is 6'11". Daniel Jacobson for Purdue is 7'4", according to my ESPN list here. That's bananas. They're saying no jump ball. They're saying it's Texas ball. Okay, so Texas ball. Forget the jump ball I mentioned. I made that up. Texas with it. Here's the drive. Looks like, trying to get in there. Can't find the angle. Dalen Swain got a pass to the three-point line. Jordan Pope will take the shot, and Pope will miss this one. Rebound by Kaufman-Wren. Rebound by Kaufman-Wren. Omar Mayer gets the screen there by Cuff. And here's a shot from the free throw line. Nice bucket right there. Easy shot by Omar Mayer. Easy shot for him. It's 30-28. Purdue is up by 2. 4:20 on the clock. You know what that means, folks. You know what that means. 16-8 when it comes to points in the paint. Purdue more than twice the points in the paint as Texas, and they've been clogging up those lanes. Wide open for a three-point opportunity. Doesn't like it. Oh, tries to pass this one over. Vokatitis in trouble now. Shot clock down to 3. Vokatitis triple teamed here. Gets the putback though, and Dalen Swain with an athletic move at the rim right there. Fantastic spacing for Texas. 30-30. Purdue on the attack now. Mayer shoots the triple. This shot no good, but it's an offensive board. Another three-point chance. Also no good. That was C.J. Cox with the miss. Rebound for Texas. Pump fake at the three-point line. Gets a couple of guys to jump right there. And the ball is in the hands of the Longhorns. Vokatitis going to take it himself. He's in the post right now working on Clough. Double team coming in. Vokatitis getting hacked, and they're going to call this a foul against Vokatitis. They're going to call it an offensive foul on Matas Vokatitis. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. The dude is getting smothered right now. And you can see him drop the F-bomb here. Oh, yeah, he's definitely swinging those elbows around to get people off of him. But come on, ref. Like, they're in his face. All right, so guess what? Another TV timeout. So instead of letting this game go on, they had to keep stopping it. Doc Proc, what's going on, homie? Welcome back, Sir Lebowski, saying, LOL, I'm good too. Thank you very much, Sparta Firework. Cheers to you, sir. Tallest player in college basketball history. She cosplay 07. Isn't that the other dude? Isn't he like 7'9" or something crazy? Isn't there another dude who's like 7'9"? I can't remember his name. I think he plays for, I can't think of it. Anyways, Country saying, did you like this live yet? Just did a video saying he's only 7'9" with shoes on. He's 7'7". Still though, that's crazy. Yeah, who are we talking about? That kid on Florida. Yeah, that's exactly who we're talking about. 7'9" with the shoes on. Damn, are there shoes that give you 2-inch lift, bro? Talk to you all a bit later. Hopefully going to be landing the plane, shaking like mad, plus hard rain. Yeah, Courtney, you just stay vigilant out there. Do your thing. You should do a play-by-play of the commercials too, says Swaggy. Only 7'7", says I love Heat Lamp. That's crazy, though, T. Thompson. That is. 2-inch vertical leap. Says, I mean, you don't need much more. I wonder how long his arms are if he just sticks the arms up. Okay. Oliver Rue is his name. Thank you, Brady Fisher. I knew as soon as I saw the name, I would know exactly who it is. Thank you, Mr. Fischler. Brady Fischler. It is Oliver Rue. Oliver something is his name, says Doc Proc. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. What's going on, bum dude? He says, hey, this is my game. Indie boy who went to university in Texas, says bum dude. What's going on, Zach? How are you, man? Welcome in. 6'6" is way taller than me, says Alec M. It's taller than me too, man. 2 inches with shoes? I mean, yeah, they're not like high heels, but I guess, what, you get insoles in your shoes? Ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes and 13 seconds here left to play in the first half of this game. Texas and Purdue, the horns are locked right now, for lack of a better term, and we have one heck of a showdown here. So far in this game, Texas has taken 25 shots. Purdue has taken 28. We're all tied up right now. 5 of those shots were made from beyond the arc for Texas. Just 2 of those shots made from beyond the arc for Purdue. Looks like the officials are currently having a conversation here. They're talking to see if the Vokatitis move is going to be a flagrant. It looked like a spinning back elbow. They might make this. This might get elevated. Yeah, they're saying they're going to elevate it to flagrant. We'll see. I mean, he definitely took an elbow to the chin, bro. Vokatitis swinging around, threw that elbow into this guy's chin, bro. Like, yeah, that's gonna rock you for a second. So, I hope. My hope was that by the time we got back from this commercial break, the officials would have figured it out by now. Doesn't seem to be the case just yet. I love Heat Lamp. Thank you very much. Either way, he's giant. It's Doc Brock. Seriously, though, bro. They measured him with and without shoes. Oof. I mean, that's got to be flagrant. Here's the official review. We're waiting for the call. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. 3:13 is on the clock. This is all we have left to play in the first. Total points in this one so far, 60. It's 30-30. The score is above my head. You can see Iowa and Nebraska is getting a little bit closer there. Iowa catching back up. Still having a conversation right now. In college, says James Joseph, I've never been to a single game or Florida spring break. Just staying with the TV. Watched Bees at Purdue and McCoy play at UT. Missed those days. Cool, man. Looks like he loosened some teeth right there. Yeah, I think they're going to say that it's a flagrant. Waiting for the call, guys. Technical difficulties on their side. On the multi-million, borderline billion-dollar product. Longhorns doing well so far, says Alec M. They're saying there's a common foul on Oscar Clough on Purdue. Man, this is the worst official. Bro, have you done this before? Yes, it's going to be a flagrant foul on Matas Vokatitis. Vokatitis was spinning the arms around. There was also a foul on Oscar Clough in that situation. So Clough came in to get the ball from Vokatitis. Vokatitis had his hands on it. Then it looked like C.J. Cox had come in, and Vokatitis, feeling the double team pressure while he's wrapped up over here with Clough, spins around to get C.J. Cox off of him. In that process, he clips Cox on the chin. He hits him on the chin, and that'll go down as a flagrant. So 2 free throws for Purdue. Both of them were made just now. And so we do have a flagrant 1 on Vokatitis. So Vokatitis picking up a foul there. He's got 2 on the day. It's 2 free throws and the basketball for Purdue. 3:13 here left to play. Both free throws have been made. The score is now 32-30, and Purdue is about to inbound. Woo! Holy smokes. All of this, and we still haven't had the basketball inbounded. What's going on, Prepper? I see you in the chat, man. What it do, he says. Oh, you know. 3:13 on the clock, waiting for the inbound now. There it is, Purdue. We start the clock again after what felt like a really long time. Purdue has missed their last 9 three-point field goals in a row. Here's another attempt here. This one will be good. As soon as I say that, Fletcher Lawyer knocks down the 24-footer. It's 35-30 after the Vokatitis loss of patience there on the double team. The basketball in the hands right now of Texas. Texas trying to Euro here. That's going to be Mark, who almost loses it. Tremont Mark almost loses it, but they recover. Texas still has it. Here's Jordan Pope at the straightaway. Jordan Pope, interesting pass. Shot clock down to 3. A bad pass. It goes through the baseline. Turnover. Purdue ball. Purdue gets the basketball back after a bad pass here from Dalen Swain. The pressure is coming in, and the pressure cooker of the Boilermakers absolutely getting to Texas now. It makes me feel like the second half is going to be all Purdue all the way. Here is Purdue with a 5-point lead, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the first. Here's a fadeaway jump shot. Awkward shot, but it goes by Fletcher Lawyer. 16-footer on a fadeaway. He's now up to 13. He's made 4 of 7 shots here today. Ball in the hands of Dalen Swain. Swain sees a lane. He takes it, goes up and over. Finally gets a beautiful shot there, takes it to the rack. 32-37, 5-point game. Less than 1:45 here left to play. This should take us pretty darn close to halftime. Should take us pretty darn close here to halftime. With the ball in his hand, Braden Smith is now in trouble. Braden Smith covered here by Camden Heide. He will pass this away. It's stolen. A turnover. Texas tries to transition. Transition basketball here has to slow things down. So no fast break on this one, but it's still a turnover forced by the Longhorns. Nick Cody will go backwards, and Dalen Swain with possession. Swain looking for an angle. Shot clock down to 7. Swain kicks to the corner. This triple, it's good! Nothing but net. Jordan Pope wanted the foul, too. Looked like an and one. Didn't get the whistle. 1:03 left to go. And it looks like a timeout will be called here by Purdue. So Purdue calls a timeout, and Texas is down by just 2. Lawyer with very little defense, and you can see the objections from Jordan Pope saying, where is the foul? It's a good shot. Good shot. All right. What's up, OG Mario? Got him, coach, in the Football Nation house. What up, got him, coach? How are you? Purdue firing now. It's over, says Vince. Florida 407 Live saying, do you think under 139.5? I think I'm just here to enjoy the ride. Owl on the Prowl. What's up, Mr. Owl on the Prowl? What's going on with you guys in the chat, man? It's a big day for basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Big day for basketball indeed. Over 600 people watching this live stream. Please be sure to smash that like button if I've had your attention for 10, 15, 20 minutes. By the way, 70% of the people watching our live streams on this channel are not currently subscribed. If you're looking at this thinking, you know what, this is better than some of the other stuff that's out there on YouTube, help us out, guys. We are trying to reach a goal. We need 53 new subscribers to stay on track. So if you are not currently subscribed, today could be that day. All right, we're approaching halftime. The clock is starting once again at the straightaway. Purdue with the basketball. Here is the move. And Lawyer will bounce this one in. Good job on the offensive side by TKR. It's 39-35. Purdue up by 4. Texas on the offensive now. 37 seconds here left to play. Dalen Swain, a reach-in coming around. And he manages to get away from the challenge. Trying to get those passing lanes narrowed down. Braden Smith doing a good job defensively disrupting this. Here's the drive from Dalen Swain, and he does not get it to go. He's open at the three-point line, though. The second chance opportunity going to be off the rim, no good. Purdue has a chance to get a shot to fall before the end of this half here. Here is Braden Smith. No shot clock, down to 1. He shoots, and he will not score. That is how this first half will end. We'll put 20 minutes on the clock. It'll be halftime. We'll start this thing. And I guess, it's just time for our trivia quiz. All right, guys, Empty Beer Syndrome survivor. Got him, coach, saying, hey, man, there's 2 perfect brackets still in existence right now. That's crazy that there's only 2 left. Where's the silver play button, asks Doc Proc. Well, there's a really long story behind that. Mine's going to be delayed a few months for very annoying reasons, but I'm not even worried about it. It'll be fine. I'm going for Texas, but I feel like they might get blown out in the second half, says my buddy Chris. Well, yeah, it might be. Noah Lingefelter, you came back just in time because it's time for our trivia quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our trivia quiz. We do this for every single game. I'm going to ask y'all 10 questions about these two teams. Just do your best and forget the rest. Let's start with question number 1. How many NCAA men's basketball national titles have the Longhorns won? Is the answer 0? Is it 1? Or is it 2? How many have the Longhorns won? You might know the answer to this. You might not. Looks like T. Thompson saying 0. Got him, coach saying 0. Lebowski saying guess time. The answer is 0. The Texas Longhorns have never won an NCAA national championship. They reached the Final Four 3 times, but they've never actually won. They got to the Final Four in 1943, 1947, and then again in 2003. But hey. All right, guys, question number 2. Where is Purdue University located? Is it Lafayette, Louisiana? Is it Lafayette, Colorado? Or is it West Lafayette, Indiana? Where is Purdue located? These are the simple layups, guys. We're doing a couple free throws right here. Trying to give you guys a couple free throws, right, to get you warmed up. Where is Purdue University located? Lebowski says C. Aiden says C. Mr. Mojo says C. Good job, guys. I say C. It is in West Lafayette, Indiana, the Boilermakers. There you go. West Lafayette, Indiana, established in 1869. Now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. Let's move on to question number 3. Who holds the Texas Longhorns' single-season record for the most points scored? Is it A, A.J. Abrams, B, Kevin Durant, or C, P.J. Tucker? Single season record for most points scored. A, B, or C? I always fail Jeopardy. Aiden says P.J. Mr. Mojo says Durant. It has to be KD. It is KD, guys. It is definitely KD who has that record for the Longhorns. Single season record, and I think the most in a single game as well for KD. Let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4. Which former Purdue player was drafted 9th overall in the 2024 NBA draft? Was it Zach Edey? Was it Jaden Ivey? Or was it Stephon Castle? Which former Purdue player was drafted 9th overall in the 2024 draft? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The answer is Edey. Good job, guys. Good job. Well done. James Joseph says, damn. You're doing great there, T. Thompson. You're killing it right now, Aiden. You guys are crushing this here. I see you, Noah. You guys are doing a great job. 9th overall, selected by the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's move on to question number 5. You guys are doing great, man. Let's start going for some bigger shots downrange here. This one's actually a layup. You should know this one. Which former Longhorns player is now a starting center for the Cleveland Cavaliers? Is it Donovan Mitchell, Dean Wade, or Jarrett Allen? This one is a gimme. If you know anything about the NBA, even if you don't know anything about the Longhorns, if you know anything about the Cleveland Cavaliers, this should be a very easy one, guys. The answer is indeed Jarrett Allen. Jarrett Allen played for the Texas Longhorns and is now the center for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Lots of Longhorns in the NBA, in case you did not know. Used to have a fro. Still has the fro. Let's go to question number 6, guys. We're halfway done. We're already halfway through this trivia quiz. Who did Purdue beat to reach the NCAA title game in 2024? Was it North Carolina State, UConn, or Alabama? Who did Purdue beat to get to the NCAA title game back in 2024. Do you know the answer to this one? Just subscribe to Zinho. Thanks. Now, it wasn't even a high-scoring game, like, at all, guys. They beat North Carolina State that year. The answer was NC State. I don't think anybody got that one right. The score was 63-50 in the Final Four, and that helped Purdue get to that game where UConn ultimately got the win. But let's go on to question number 7. Who leads Texas Longhorns this season in points, rebounds, and assists? Points, rebounds, and assists. We talked about this earlier during the stream. Is it Tremont Mark, Matas Vokatitis, or Dalen Swain? Which one is it? My buddy Chris just got his first miss today. AEN YouTube saying Swain, easy. John saying Swain, you guys would be correct. Swain leads the team in all of those points. He has been clamped down today. Tremont Mark has been the star player for the Texas Longhorns today, but for the regular season and for the majority of the year, it's been Dalen Swain. Let's move on to question number 8. Numero 8. Who was the most recent number 1 overall pick produced by Purdue? Is it Carson Edwards, Glenn Robinson, or Jaden Ivey? All right, guys, this is where we're starting to get those big shots in. Can you knock down these 3 balls here? We got some big questions now. Tougher questions, tougher shots. Progressively harder. The answer is Robinson. Good job, Mr. Mojo. Let's go, Michael. Let's go, big dog. I see you, Noah. Good job, guys. Those of y'all who got B right, let's go. The most recent number 1 overall pick produced a while ago, man, huh? Let's go on to question number 9. Question number 9, which Longhorn alumni starred in films, and this is an easy one here too, final layup of the day, guys. Films like Interstellar, Sahara, and Dazed and Confused. Owen Wilson, Glenn Powell, or Matthew McConaughey? Which Longhorn alumni starred in Interstellar, Sahara, and Dazed and Confused? Swaggy McNoleg says, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Good job, guys. That was trying to make you feel good, right? Trying to put you guys in the right energy, the right headspace, man. Be a lot cooler if you were. That's all I'm saying. Be a lot cooler if you were. Not everybody knows this stuff, says James Joseph. Last question, guys. Question number 10. Which of these Apollo 11 astronauts is also a Purdue alumnus? Is it Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, or Alan Shepard? Which one is it? Which of these Apollo 11 astronauts is also a Purdue alumnus? Well, if you didn't know, you now know. It's actually Neil Armstrong. Went to Purdue University. There he is in front of the podium. There he is about 50 years apart from having gone to the moon. Pretty cool story there, man. Honestly, that was my favorite question out of the whole day. I was like, seriously, dude? Let's go, man. But it's Neil. The answer is Neil Armstrong. Cool. So how did you guys do on that trivia quiz? Good job, Michael Garcia. I see that. How did y'all do on that trivia quiz? Did we do okay? Not so bad. Robert got 7 out of 10. That's not bad at all. Swaggy says, I did horribly. Doc Brock says, to infinity and beyond. John with 6 out of 10. That's not bad, bro. 6 out of 10, that's good. 6 out of 10 there as well. 8 out of 10 for my buddy Chris. Noah got 5. Aiden got 7. Ricky got 9. Dang, Ricky, I see you. That's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind. Lebowski, what's up, man? Michael Garcia, 9 out of 10. Nice. Not good, started late, says Tommy Braskett. No worries, no worries. 10 out of 10, but I'm lying, says Aaron. Why you always lying? I didn't know KD played for Texas. Now you know, Mike. Who do I think will win, asks Basketball Highlights. Dude, that's a great question, man. I think Purdue should get it done, but let's actually turn down the funk here. Look, man, I think on paper Purdue should be able to get this job done. But it also on paper shows to me that Texas still has the ability to get in there and bang with the rest of them, man. Taking a look specifically at the stats, the head-to-head stats comparison, which I don't even think we got down to this last part here with the Vocatitis and Clough right now, but we'll try to bring this up later throughout this stream. The first thing I noticed when I do my head-to-head comparisons is how many points are these two teams scoring. And then the second thing I look at is the average score margin. Points per game, very, very, very close, guys. This is seriously one of the closest games, at least on paper, to me. Texas averaging 82 points per game, the Boilermakers averaging 82 points per game. The big difference is that the Longhorns are giving up on average 76. Meanwhile, Purdue is giving up just 70. And so that's why the books are saying that, it's going to be a 6-point spread or a 7-point or an 8-point spread. But sometimes, man, you can have a plan. Wouldn't Mike Tyson say everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth? I mean, that's kind of the way it goes. You get punched in the face, and all of a sudden your plan goes out the window. And both teams have been trading haymakers here, especially the Longhorns, who have been shooting that 3 ball today and trying to really live and die by it here at this point. They do have the advantage in the 3-point shooting category here today. It's been very drought-ridden for the Boilermakers throughout that first half. We'll see what kind of basketball we see in the second half here. But Texas Longhorns, your Cinderellas of this tournament right now. They really, really are. Here is the bracket one more time, guys. Texas, number 11, literally the only team that's not inside a top 10 category here. They are the lowest seeded team in the entire Sweet 16. So if Texas advances here to the Final Four, it's just another, I think Purdue should get there. I also think that whoever ends up on this one, if we end up with Duke and UConn, that's going to be a nasty Elite 8 game. If we end up with like Purdue and Arizona or Arkansas, both those teams are amazing. Michigan, Alabama, man, honestly, we should be covering that game tomorrow. But I don't want to not cover Duke, and I've been so in on UConn. I really, really think that would be an amazing game to cover, but one of these two teams will advance. One of them will not. We got Tennessee and Iowa there as well. They're going to be going Iowa State, excuse me. Iowa and Nebraska over here. Iowa happened to get the win over the freaking Gators, bro. How did Iowa get that last-minute shot to get into the Sweet 16? I do not know, but they did it. And then, of course, Illinois and Houston also playing tonight. We'll be covering the Arkansas-Arizona game. Illinois and Houston will be going head-to-head here. Whew, my goodness. Tomorrow. Oh, yeah. When does Duke play St. John's? Tomorrow. Yeah, Duke and St. John's will be mañana. Nicholas saying, is the actual game being played in the background? Nicholas, stick around, man. It's a color radio broadcast of this live stream. MLAPO saying tomorrow. Arizona versus Purdue would be a great matchup. Again, guys, let's take a quick look. At the last 5 games for both of these sides here. We've got Oklahoma. Okay, the last 5 games, again, this is the end of the regular season for Texas at March 7th. They lost that game in overtime. Then it's the SEC tournament, opening game of the SEC tournament. Texas loses back-to-back games to end their season. Then they're given a shot at redemption, and it's that NCAA First Four. They get a chance to enter this tournament with a win over North Carolina State, and they did exactly that. Then we move on to the round of 64, the opening big round here for March Madness against BYU. Texas gets the win 79-71. Then just a few days ago against Gonzaga, they get the win again in the round of 32. And here they are in the Sweet 16 taking on Purdue. Maybe they can string together a couple of wins instead of a couple of losses. On the other side here for Purdue, Purdue has had a very different story. They managed to beat Nebraska, UCLA, and Michigan in the Big Ten tournament, win the Big Ten championship, and then go into NCAA March Madness here against Queens. They get the win there pretty easy, 71-104. Crazy win. Huge win in that game. And then, of course, last game they played against Miami, it was 79-69, giggity. And a pretty convincing win right there for Purdue as well. Pretty convincing win there as well. I heard on the radio the other day that every time Duke has won a championship, they always played St. John's at some point. That's interesting. What if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today. That's a trip to think of. Jonathan Sirota saying, my favorite channel. Thank you, Jonathan. What's going on, man? Let's see. I have favorites winning this weekend. Forget y'all's research, says Mike. Hey, bro. I'm just calling stats, dude. You're very much inclined to make any choice, any decision you want. I just call them how I see it. And just because that's the history of the two teams and how they played doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it's going to end up, right? I'm sure a lot of people have Texas on their brackets because they have the affinity to Austin, Texas, or because they have an affinity, maybe they're an alumni of the Longhorns or whatever, right? We don't know. Anyways, let's take a quick glance. Looks like I've got about 3 minutes remaining here in halftime, guys, so let's do one more thing. I know March Madness is getting really hot right now, but I did want to bring this up for those of you who are hoop heads and following the NBA here as well. Guys, Oklahoma City is just 2 wins ahead of my San Antonio Spurs. 2 wins ahead, and San Antonio has the tiebreaker. So if San Antonio can tie it up there with OKC, we would actually end up in the number 1 spot, and OKC would end up being number 2. Then we've got the play-in tournament stuff happening down here, right? All this other sauce and all the other stuff that's happening. Phoenix, Clippers, Trailblazers, and Warriors all fighting in the West for a chance to be in the playoffs. 76ers, Miami Heat, Charlotte Hornets, and big drop here at the end of the season for the Orlando Magic. They've lost a lot of games consecutively here. Orlando is sitting on the bubble there. They went from, we were in the playoffs last round and looking at potentially getting out of this first round and whatnot, to now they are on the cusp of maybe not making it at all and ending up with a losing record. But the season's not over. We are close to the end of the year. I love my San Antonio Spurs. I'll be rooting for them. But we are not quite there yet. So halftime, just about over. I guess we can talk stats about this game. That does make sense to me. Why don't we do that? Okay, so point leaders. And this is for those of you who do not have access to this game. Point leaders on the right-hand side. Tremont Mark has 13 points. And Fletcher Lawyer, right now has, looks like 13 points. You can also see 5 out of 7 field goals, 0 out of 1 free throws. For Fletcher Lawyer, 4 out of 7 field goals, 2 out of 2 free throws. You've got Dalen Swain and Kaufman Wren here for the rebound leaders for your Texas and Purdue sides. Swain with 4 boards, 2 offensive, 2 defensive. And Kaufman Wren with 4 defensive, 1 offensive rebound, 5 boards over there yet as well. Yeah, Cam, I've got the halftime clock ticking right now. This is your halftime break. So normally during NBA basketball, halftime is 15 minutes. During football, it's only 12 minutes. It's NCAA, bro. They do 20-minute halftimes, probably longer sometimes, but we'll see how it goes. Nick Cody with 2 assists today, and you've got Braden Smith with 4 assists today. Just 12 minutes played for Cody. 2 turnovers today for Braden Smith. 17 minutes played for him as well. Let's see. Halftime is not over yet. It's still ticking right now. Go Spurs, go, says Rohan Stafari. What's going on? Stats for college. Every winner of March Madness has been one of the number 1 ranked teams or UConn, no matter UConn rank. I got 10 years of college, says James Joseph. What's your take on the Arizona versus Arkansas matchup? Also very close. I think Arizona is going to make it real tough for just about anyone. No apathy saying they probably lose by 15, to be honest. Eric Mendenhall saying Hornets right now are harassing the Knicks. No, looks like no apathy saying I live in Austin. I just put 300 on Purdue minus 4-5. Woo! Okay, Pistons will take it all, says Mike. Jimmy Kimmel will have fun with that. Duke St. John's will be a great game, says for the love of snow. What up for the love of snow? James saying Gonzaga is out. Yes, they were just eliminated by Texas. Let's see. I see Texas pulling this game off. Not going to lie, says 5-7 Hendricks. All right, folks. Looks like halftime is just about over. Looks like Volkatitis is subbing back in for Texas to start this second half. So we'll see that change at the bottom here. We'll see this change right here. Okay, for those of you who are new to the channel, and I know there are a lot of you, I want y'all to see this right now. You can see who is on the court. Points right here, rebounds, assists, personal fouls. These are the players on the court, ladies and gentlemen. I try to include as much data as I possibly can so that you guys have access to these numbers. Now, I do encourage you to either put your phones in full screen or to put me up on your TV screen if you've got a smart device that you can do that with. Let's reset this. Let's put 20 minutes on the clock. Second half is getting started. There's the shot. Opening shot for Purdue is off the rim. It is no good, and it's rebounded by Texas. Texas coming back with the basketball, kicks it to the three-point line, pulls up and pulls the trigger on the triple, and Tremont Mark buries the three. It's going to be a one-point game now. It is 38-39. Texas looking for a way back on top. Purdue with the basketball now. Tremont Mark up to 15 points here. He leads both sides. Here is Oscar Clough. Good ball movement now from Purdue. It's with Braden Smith. A lot of collisions happening right now off ball. And it looks like there's going to be a foul under the rim. There's going to be a foul under the rim right here. Getting wrapped up. Who was that? Foul on Camden Heide. So Camden Heide will pick up the foul, folks. Looks like Heide picks up his first of the day. Nobody really in foul trouble here. The officials look like they want to talk about it right now. By the way, those of y'all who are new to the channel, what's going on? Hello, hello, high fives and fist bumps to everybody in the chat right now. We're getting an official review happening here, folks. So now they're going to take a look at this to see if this is another flagrant here. Oh, come on. I don't know. This is, they're going to be reviewing this. So we just came back from halftime, and there's already going to be an official review. This might take a moment. Thank you, Mike. Mike saying, man, you do a great job with all your sports live. That's why I come back and watch. Rock and roll, bro. Cheers to you. Thanks for hanging in. I'm a fan, says Edvin. What a trip, says James. See y'all in the chat. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. An official review, 19 minutes and 17 seconds here. This could be a while. Mr. Mojo says, oy vey. It's a 2-hour half, says Thought Coffee. I don't think it's going to be an excessive foul. I don't think it's a flagrant. I think they should just go ahead and move on with this. I don't know if they're trying to find a flagrant or if they're just like, that's normal. Arkansas winning it all, I think, says, yeah, Cam. My buddy Chris, thank you, sir. Coach Lenny, what's going on, Coach? He says, thanks for the email. Yeah, Coach. Thanks for checking in. Sorry for the typo in the email. Definitely something we'll have to double check before I send out those threads. Glad you're here, Coach. Appreciate you. I'm guessing that you'll probably be watching the Houston game. Not the Rockets, but maybe the UH game. Stay hydrated, says Thought Coffee. That's it. With whiskey, says Doc Brock. A long break here, folks. This is an extended delay for an official review. This officiating crew. This officiating crew honestly gives me, like, the cringe. These guys, like, They don't seem very cohesive. I don't know what their history is. Normally when you see a crew, you kind of have a feeling that like these guys have worked with each other once or twice before, mostly like the entire season. At least for football, officiating crews typically stick together. I don't know what it's like for basketball, but these guys don't seem to have any gel from an officiating standpoint here. We're still waiting for the official call. All three of those stooges have taken a look at the tape, and nobody has an answer for us, so we're still waiting. The Boo Crew, says Country. Hex saying, go Texas, hook 'em horns. They still talking right now? Oh, man. I worked for the Dallas Cowboys, says James Joseph. Rohan Stafari, I don't know if I'll ever get the call up to the big leagues, but either way, we're still here to just have some fun. So it looks like something is coming in. A foul on Trey Kaufman. And so it's going to be a foul and a turnover here. Turnover by Purdue. So it looked like initially the foul was against Texas. Wow. Offsetting flagrant foul. So Cam Heide also going to get the foul. So how can they both turn it over? That makes no sense to me. The way that they explained this was really rough. It's offsetting fouls, guys. That's all they needed to say. Offsetting fouls right here. 2 flagrants offsetting. Here's a shot from Purdue. This shot is no good. 9 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. Here's Texas with the basketball. Texas down by 1. Ball movement here at the 3-point line. It's in the hands of Vokatitis. Vokatitis to the right-hand side. It's Dalen Swain. Swain double-teamed. He's now going to attack the rim. Splits the defense. He shoots. He scores. Nice shot. It's a 1-point lead now. It's 40-39. Texas up by 1. Here is Braden Smith of Purdue. Smith against Tremont Mark. Screen coming in. Cuff. A brick wall right there. The free throw line jump shot is good for Purdue. Braden Smith buries that one from 15 feet out. 18 and a half left to play in this basketball game. The winner of this game advances to the Elite 8. Here's Camden Heide. Heide to Mark. Tremont Mark double teamed. He'll pull up and shoot on the fadeaway. Made that look pretty. 42-41. Texas up by 1. Tremont Mark. Tremont Mark is leading the way with 17 points here. Normally it's Dalen Swain, but Swain has been on lockdown. They have his numbers. Here's a swat, and it looks like Tremont Mark is going to get his hands in on that play. Poking that basketball away. He's playing both sides of the court well. Purdue now needs to get that number 12 on their jersey. A lot of flopping happening here by Purdue. A lot of players hitting the deck here on this side. Fadeaway jump shot. Braden Smith can't get the shot to go. There's going to be a foul right now, and this will be a foul against Camden Heide. It looks like TKR is going to draw the foul. Camden Heide going to sub out. Heide now in foul trouble. He's got 3 fouls on the day, so they're going to hit him. They're going to send him out to the bench, and it looks like Nick Cody is going to be subbing in for Heide. Heide playing some pretty good defense. Picking up fouls along the way, but pretty good defense nevertheless. Here's the inbound. Purdue. Clock has started. Shot clock. Plenty of time on it. 14 seconds. They're still working their way in. Here's Trey Kaufman-Wren. Foul coming in. Clock stops with 17:46. Looks like a foul on Nick Cody. Back-to-back whistles here. And is there something on like how? I just don't understand how you can put your forearm into another player and push off of them, and then that player is the one that fouled you. Missed shot from 3-point land, and it's going to be recovered by Texas. Texas tries to transition here. There's a foul under the rim. Dalen Swain gets hit, and Dalen Swain goes to the free throw line. So now Dalen Swain goes to the stripe. It was a missed shot by Purdue. It got tipped out. Dalen Swain tried to take it all the way. The foul is going to be on C.J. Cox. So now he's picked up his first foul of the day. 2 free throws coming in for Dalen Swain. First free throw, no good. Purdue can breathe right now. Purdue is still down by 1. 1 shot coming up right now. You hit my arm with your face. How dare you? Something like that, DJ Gene. Something like that. The second free throw was good for Texas. The score is 43-41. The Longhorns in position to pull off the upset right now, up by 2 in this game. Purdue bounce pass here to Cuff. Cuff will shoot and score through the traffic there. Good strong shot by Oscar Clough. Hello, Mr. Balboa. I saw your email today. I was getting ready to respond to your email and then didn't have a chance to because, baby, I'm on dad duty today. We have a babysitter right now, but I've been on dad duty all morning. Here's the bounce to the left-hand side. Vokatitis will look to the left again. It's Dalen Swain. Swain starting to heat up. Ooh. Dalen Swain going left and right, showing off the handles. Will go up and shoot. He is fouled on the way up, so he takes another trip to the free throw line, and it'll be a foul on Oscar Clough. Texas up by nothing. We are all tied up here, 43-43. The other game, by the way, Nebraska and Iowa, also a high-scoring affair there, 46-43. They're in the halftime break right now. It's 44-43. Texas knocked down the shot. Is Santino babysitting? No. My brother-in-law is babysitting right now. My wife's brother. That second shot, no good. It's an offensive rebound for Texas, and then it goes backwards. It's stolen by Purdue. And here's the transition. Looks like Purdue down by 1, trying to take the lead. A bounce pass inside. Oh, my goodness. This guy's just a foul magnet, bro. Vokatitis going to get charged with a foul. And Kaufman-Wren getting the officials to blow the whistle right now. I mean, how is that a foul? Kaufman-Wren is literally backing up to Vokatitis and wrapping his arms around him backwards. Like, how is he – can you challenge? You can't challenge that, I guess. Definitely worth looking at right now. Here's Texas appeal. It's an appeal, excuse me. It's an appeal, not a challenge in college basketball. 16:45 left to go. Texas, an appeal here. Hanging tough, says Mr. Mojo. Wren gets away with another, says Scott Whitaker. Well, we're about to find out if he's going to get away with this or not. Vokatitis is like, dude, are you kidding me? Dude. Yeah, that's definitely going to end up being a turnover on Purdue. I think Texas is going to get the basketball back. Looks like Tamerlan Dre asking how I'm doing. I'm doing okay. Do you think Jordan Pope will get more assists? He's sitting at 1 assist right now, Carlos. He's sitting at 1. We're getting a challenge right now. We're getting an appeal here, folks. This game might set a record for lead changes, says Swaggy McNolegs. Carrie, what's up? Tamerlan, I'm doing well. Tori. Tori, I like that, dude. That's fair enough, bro. I like that a lot. I'd be like, none of your damn business who's babysitting. That's hilarious, Tori. I love it. Wow. Wow. A coach's appeal that was unsuccessful. Texas will be charged a timeout. I don't know, man. I don't see how. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just calling it like I see it. I think it was definitely worth a second look. I think the officials already had their minds made up before even looking at that. So, horrible officiating, says Donnie Lusk. Well then, 16:45 on the clock. Vokatitis picks up his third foul. He goes to the bench now. Ball in the hands of Trey Kaufman-Wren. Kaufman-Wren in the post. The spin move goes up on the right side of the glass. Gets the shot to go. It's another lead change. 45-44. 16 and a half left to play in this basketball game. Texas down by just 1. Here's a pass to Tremont Mark. Tremont Mark at the straightaway, the straightaway triple. Oh, he lands ugly on the right ankle. Oh, no, I watched that ankle fold over. Is he okay? Tremont Mark put up a big shot at the three-point line. It looks like he's up and maybe rolled his ankle a little bit. He went up. Yeah. Ooh, that's why that is so dangerous. He landed in his landing zone. His ankle, the right ankle, comes down and just lands on the shoe, folds the ankle over. He is clearly in pain on the right ankle. Tremont Mark is up on his feet. I mean, you close out in someone's landing zone like that. You can't do that. So we're going to get 3 free throws for Tremont Mark. He was at the three-point line shooting just a moment ago. At the stripe, Tremont Mark, first free throw is good. 16 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. The score is 45 all. 45 to 45. That's the first of the free throws. Here comes number 2. Second free throw will be no good. The score remains 45 to 45. 16-20. The third and final free throw. Tremont Mark knocks it down. Texas takes the lead again. 46 to 45. By the way, that's 2,000 career points for Tremont Mark now. 2,000 for Tremont Mark. 16 left to go. Purdue with the basketball. Purdue has possession. Top of the screen, guys. We are inside of the three-point line. Kaufman-Wren getting smothered here. A pass inside. This shot is no good. That's C.J. Cox who misses. It's going to be a rebound by Nick Cody on the defensive rebound. Ball moving around here for Texas. Texas, here's a sticking to it here. Dalen Swain kicks it to the wing. This three-point shot is good. Bang! That's a big bucket there. And that is a monster shot for Camden Heide. Camden Heide knocking down a huge shot from the wing. It is 49 to 45, 15 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. Timeout coming up now. So timeout called with 15:37, and we go to a commercial break. Hook 'em horns, says Donnie. What up, Donnie? Jonathan saying hook 'em horns. All right, guys, talk to me in the chat. You know what? If you are a Longhorns fan, I want to see the horns. I want to see the horns, or I want to see some orange. Looking for the burnt orange, looking for the horns, looking for the Longhorns fans who are hanging out in this chat today. We'll do the same for Purdue, I promise. But I want to find out where my Longhorns fans are at. Vic, what's going on, man? How you doing? I see you out there. Don, what up, Don? I see you. I didn't realize Heidi was subbed in, says Carlos. There you go. I see you, Lebowski. What up, Lebowski? I got Polymarket at 12% on Texas, 150 to win 800, says Hex. Min 3 only saying Longhorns. Who's the best player in the game? I guess it depends on who you ask. Coach Lenny, let's go. Coach Lenny's in the chat right now saying hook 'em horns. Vic, Luis Aguilar, what's up? Thought coffee with the orange. I see you, coffee. Alex, I see you, hook 'em horns. Rock and roll. Doing any other games later? Yes, Doc Proc. I will be doing the other game later today. I'm going to do the Razorbacks and the Wildcats. Mr. Samora, let's go. I liked Vince Young. I follow your football coverage too, says Caesar. Let's go, Caesar Remy. Joshua, hook 'em horns. I see Gil in the chat. Longhorn, says Jim. Where are my people who aren't Longhorns fans but are betting on them? Sequoia. Okay, drive. How long have you been commentating on games, asks Carlos. This is year number 3 for me. This is year number 3. University of Texas Boilermakers. Ooh, Tori. Horn says N Bayou. Young, or N-B-A-Y, Young Buck. What up, dude? I see y'all. All right, guys, so that was Texas. Purdue. I guess black and yellow? Anything black, anything yellow. That's how I know it's Purdue. wish I had gold, something more gold. They're like a beige. I don't really quite know. But if there are any Purdue Boilermaker fans in the chat, this could be a good opportunity to say hello. Anyone but Purdue, says Scott. Is Braden killing it? Here are the stats, guys. Stats are right there. Commercial break is over, ladies and gentlemen. 15:37 left to go. The clock looks like it has started again. Maybe. The camera's over on the sideline. Yes, the clock has started. 49-45. Bounce pass to the straight away right now. Trey Kaufman-Wren will pass once again. Here's a shot from Braden Smith. It's no good. Flying in to get the rebound and the pull down. Camden Heide gets this one. On the court right now for Texas. Pope, Swain, Heide, Cody, and Weaver. Swain with the basketball here. He uses a Weaver screen. This is going to end up being a turnover. It's stolen by Purdue. The fast break opportunity, taking it to the hole all the way. C.J. Cox gets the shot to fall. A driving layup and an assist there for Fletcher Lawyer. Ball in the hands of Jordan Pope now for Texas. A 2-point game after the turnover and the conversion there. A lot of ball movement just outside the three-point line for Texas. It's with Dalen Swain. Swain looking like he's going to go left, trying to show off the handles here. Covered by Braden Smith. Smith in his face. That's an easy steal right there, plucked away. Another turnover fight from Dalen Swain. Here is the drive. Here is the shot on the right side. It's no good. That shot will not fall from Lawyer. It's an offensive board, and it looks like there's a foul under the rim. 14:24 left to go. That's going to be a foul on Weaver. The score is 49-47. The clock has stopped after that. What up, guys? Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. If you are currently being entertained, if this is your only way to access the games right now because YouTube shut down all the other pirates, stick around, guys. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. A foul coming in. Looks like another Trey Kaufman-Wren trip to the free throw line. Foul on Nick Cody this time. 14:19 left to go, and Purdue goes to the stripe. Purdue will go to the stripe. Boilers minus 2.5. The spread is scrolling by at the bottom of the screen according to CBS's numbers. That was according to CBS. First free throw is good for Purdue. It is 49-48. 49-48. Now, feels like the under is definitely going to hit on this one today. Carlos, anytime, brother. Both free throws are good. Both free throws are good. It is all tied up, ladies and gentlemen, 49-49. Let's get this game back on the road here, shall we? We've got Weaver with the ball, looking left, still going left, and then bringing it back to the front. Now it's Nick Cody. Cody hands to Jordan Pope, who lets the triple fly, and boom! Knocks down that 22-foot jump shot from outside the three-point line. Big three-point shot there for Texas. Ooh, they're saying his foot was on the line. It's 51-49. 51-49. Here's another bucket coming back the other way. Big shot for Fletcher Lawyer from 16 feet out. That other shot was so close, man. It looked like a triple to me, but they're calling it a two-pointer. Jordan Pope looks to Heide. Heide back to Pope. Pope to Swain. Swain, last two possessions that he had the ball, he committed turnovers. He'll pass this over to Jordan Pope. Back to Swain. And over to Weaver. Weaver drives, kicks to the three-point line. Cam Heide was wide open. It's an offensive rebound here. Weaver shoots on the offensive board. Can't get the offensive board. It goes out of bounds. Last touch Purdue. It's Texas basketball. So Texas has the ball here. Last touched by Purdue. Couple offensive boards to keep the possession down on this end of the court for Texas. Texas fighting hard in this game. Underdogs in this game. Waiting for the inbound pass. The shot clock has 20 seconds on it. 13:09 left to play in this game. Overtime, my boys, says Thought Coffee. Mr. Mojo is a big timer, says Frymeister. Several overtimes with many reviews, says Swaggy McNolegs. Bounced it in. And Texas all tied up with Purdue. It's 51-51. Here is Swain. Dalen Swain inside, and this shot will go. Looks like the bucket and the foul. And we get Vokatitis, who just checked back in to knock down a critical shot in a critical moment in this game with about 13 minutes left to go. Vokatitis puts it up with the left hand. He is fouled, and he gets the and one opportunity. So here comes the chance for a three-point play. Vokatitis cannot get the shot to go, so the and one is non-existent then. 12:50 left to go. 11 free throws today for Texas, just 4 for Purdue. The difference is that Purdue has made all of their free throws, and Texas is under 50%. Looks like a foul again. 12:43. Vokatitis in the same situation that he was earlier. He's picking up his 4th foul of the day. Poof. 4 fouls already. It looks like Vokatitis is just holding his ground right there. And players keep backing into Vokatitis and trying to back into him and keep forcing him into foul situations. So that being said, looks like Oscar Clough is now at the free throw line. It's a 1-and-1 free throw. That's got to be a lane violation. It's got to be a lane violation. That's what they were objecting here. The first free throw is good. He made the first free throw. Waiting for the second. I want to be a baller. Shot caller. Is that what you're saying? Texas by 8, says Xavius Reed. Joseph saying horns. Second free throw, no good. This one looks like it's last touched by Purdue. It's Texas basketball. 12:41 here left to go. Purdue down by 1. Texas with the rock. Here we go. There's the inbound. Clock is on. Simeon Wilcher has the ball in hand right now. Wilcher looks to Cody. Cody to Mark. Mark at the three-point line in the straightaway. Spin move here. He shoots it from inside the free throw line. Smothered and still able to get it up and in with that hurt ankle. He's still clearly hurt on that ankle. He's going to have to get himself locked in here. Even 80% is better than not having him at all, but he is struggling on that right ankle. Watching him play defense right now. There's a feed inside. Oscar Clough gonna get nice and wow. Well done by Oscar Clough. Clough gets the shot to go, and you can see Vokatitis on the bench just screaming, "Put me in, coach," but he's got 4 fouls, and they're gonna need him later. Here's Texas. Driving, that should have been a blocking foul. The shot is no good. The putback is no good. It's a rebound by Purdue. 1-point game. Purdue looking to answer back. They can take the lead here. Braden Smith will drive. He's slowed down by Wilcher. Wilcher's in his face. Smith shoots the elbow jump shot. It's good. There's the lead for Purdue. It is 56-55. Purdue gets the lead back. Simeon Wilcher with the basketball. 10 lead changes in this game. That's a stolen ball right here, and Braden Smith comes up with the steal and gets the layup on the other end. Purdue extending the lead even more now, 58-55. Smith up to 10 points now. Ball in the hands again of Wilcher. Now it's with Swain. Swain makes the move. Swain pump fakes, gets 3 players off their feet. Here's Mark, who shoots the triple and knocks it down from the corner with a bad ankle. Mark is up to 24, excuse me. Up to 24 now. This three-point shot for Purdue is not there. This is going to be a shot is going to be called off. They're going to call it offensive interference. It was still over the rim when it was touched right here. They're going to call this offensive interference. Maybe. It definitely won't go down as a three-point shot, but looks like timeout has been called, folks. An official TV timeout. We go to another commercial break. Woo, how was that, bro? Okay, Texas got that extra point now. What's going on, guys? Talk to me, chat. How many people do we even have in this live stream right now? I'm going to let you guys talk to me in the chat and tell me what's up. I've got my fingers crossed that we got over 1,000 people watching this live stream right now. We are still looking for 29 new subscribers. If you guys are hanging out with us today and you've checked out 10 different YouTube channels and all of them just seem subpar, then I encourage you guys to hit that subscribe button. 75% of our watch time on this channel comes from people who are not currently subscribed, and I know YouTubers say it all the time. Trust me, I know. I check out other YouTube channel streams as well, and it can get pretty annoying when the host is always asking for those subs. But I know we've got some newbies out here, and I promise you guys you will not regret subscribing to this channel. We've got a lot more March Madness coming up. If y'all want to keep up with the games, you could do it here on this channel. My name is Mario. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's Thursday night. What up, though? How are y'all doing today? We got Purdue on one side. We got Texas on the other side. And this is a good match, man. This is a really good match right now. Go UTEP. I see some chat. I see some new names in here. BitAxe Farming saying hello. Let's see. IR Husker saying nobody's ready for Nebraska, says IR Husker. What up, man? J-Mac saying I just subscribed. What up, J-Mac? Thanks for letting me know, sir. Fist bumps to you. Refs hate Texas right now, says Aw the GOAT. Work Justice just subscribed. Let's go, Work Justice. The refs are not doing well at all, says Scott. I'm the Yamava Casino. I'm at the Yamava Casino in California, says Oh, you sucks. Have fun, man. Go get it. May luck be on your side, sir. May luck be on your side. Parker's Playground saying, go Michigan. Vince saying, I hope Texas wins. Anyone tired of Texas? Oh, man. I don't think so. Doc Proc saying one player has 40% of their points. Let's go Texas, says Jason Rogers. Des Zoe saying, let's run Texas. Banker Brandon saying, just subscribed. Ethan saying, let's go Nebraska and Purdue. Robert Zamora saying hello to Playgrounds, Parker's Playgrounds out there. Man, we got a great squad today, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Looks like our commercial break is just about over. And thank you for the update there, Carlos. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how this goes. When there is game action on, it's very difficult for me to read the texts that are coming in. So if y'all are trying to chat with me, I might not get to your comments. But if you guys want to continue the conversation amongst yourselves, bring up all your topics and whatever it is y'all want to talk about, keep the conversation flowing, man. I love checking out the chat and trying to jump in with you guys whenever I can. That being said, 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in this basketball game. Texas. Ooh, did they confirm that other shot was a three-point shot? I think they did. It's 59-58. And they gave Texas back 1 point here, guys. The score is 59-58. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this game. Texas with the ball. Texas up by 1. Texas up by 1. Here's Jordan Pope working around the hash mark. He shoots from the wing. A deep shot from way downtown. It's no good and ends up in the hands of Fletcher Lawyer. Lawyer will pass this over to the left side, and it's Braden Smith who brings the ball up court. He's at the March Madness logo here, using a pick right there. Beautiful pick. And here's the pass to the pick and roll player. No good on the shot, but the putback is there by Oscar Clough. And so Purdue takes the lead again. It is 60-59. 60-59. Looks like Purdue is also in the bonus, by the way. So I believe Purdue is in the bonus. Here's a shot from the free throw line. This shot is good for Tremont Mark. He's up to 26 now. And Texas takes the lead back. Oh, man, this is just a crazy game going back and forth here. This is just a crazy game going back and forth here. 9:05 left to go. A feed inside to Oscar Clough. Clough tries to bully his way inside, fighting and getting his hands in. Great defense there by Nick Cody. Here's a three-point shot, and you can count that one. Bullseye. What a shot from Fletcher Lawyer from downtown. Purdue is up by 2. What a shot from Fletcher Lawyer, bro. Falling down, looked like a foul. Tremont Mark going behind the back. Great job on the handles here. Tremont Mark to Dalen Swain. Swain double-teamed now. They know they've got an open player at the straightaway. He can knock those down. He hit one earlier. Too much mustard on this. It gets back iron, but friendly shooters roll. Shot is good for Nick Cody. Cody knocks down that shot. It is tied up 63-63. Braden Smith to the left. Oscar Clough at the three-point line. Another three-point shot flies. No good. Fletcher Lawyer has been on fire from downtown today. A rare miss from him. Here is Texas coming back with it. Nice double clutch move by Dalen Swain in the air. 65-63. Texas up by 2 now. Dalen Swain finally cracking double digits here in San Jose. 11 field goals made this half from Texas. Here's the drive. Looks like there's a foul coming in. And looks like we've got a potential injury here. Braden Smith is a little slow to get up. Guess he's okay there. The foul will go on Tremont Mark, folks. 7:39 left to go. Looks like when we get back, an official TV timeout has been called. We're going to get 2 free throws after this commercial break. So they did cut to a commercial break. 2 free throws coming up. All right, y'all. Here's the NCAA tournament. Here's the NCAA schedule. So we've gotten through the second round already. The Sweet 16 happening today and tomorrow. Immediately we go straight into the Elite 8, guys. So Saturday and Sunday. By the end of this, we start with 16. By the end of this weekend, there will be 4. By the end of this weekend, there will be 4 teams remaining. So if you take your eyes off of March Madness, you are going to miss something. You will miss something if you don't catch these games. So Sweet 16, today and tomorrow. Elite 8, Saturday and Sunday. On April 4th, next week, we will have Final Four basketball. The bracket right now looks like this. We've got Texas and Purdue going at it. Texas, the Cinderella team, left in this one. Everyone said it was St. John's. People were saying, oh, it was Iowa because they knocked off the Florida Gators. No. Texas, number 11 out here, going up against number 2, and right now they've got a 2-point lead with 7:39 left to go in this basketball game. So Texas on the cusp of another upset and the Cinderella story staying alive. After this game, immediately after this game, guys, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to change my graphics, and we're going to cover the Arkansas versus Arizona game. That'll be the next game coming up right now. We're just going to quickly transition from one game to the other, and we'll cover Arkansas and Arizona immediately after this one. That's not the game that is on right now, but that's okay. So this is the bracket that we're covering today. We want to keep it all in San Jose. We want to make sure that we can stay on the same court in case this game goes into overtime or whatever else happens. I want to make sure that there was no possibility that we were going to miss some of the gameplay. On the other side, tomorrow we'll be covering these 2 games. It'll be St. John's and Duke and Michigan State and UConn. I will be covering both of those games. Meanwhile, while those games happen, this will be happening at the same time. Just like while these are happening today, these will be happening at the same time. Iowa and Nebraska, Illinois and Houston, Alabama, Michigan, Tennessee, and Iowa. We are still in the commercial break. There is no action happening right now. Looks like Purdue, according to ESPN, has a 59% chance of winning despite being down by 2, which I think is kind of bananas. Seems like a pretty 50-50 thing to me, but that's just what I'm saying. All right, folks, commercial break. Just about over. Field goal percentage through the roof today for Texas. Texas playing pretty clean basketball. Who's your forward prediction? Asked Carlos. Oh, my goodness. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one to say. And normally I'd like to go down that rabbit hole in the analytics with you. But right now we got a game that is hot right now. Braden Smith knocks down his first of the 2 free throws, making it a 64-65 game. Second free throw for Braden Smith rattles the rim. It's going to be a hard-fought offensive rebound for Purdue. The 3-ball flies, and this shot also no good. 7:30 left on the clock. Texas up by just 1, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a 1-point game with 7.5 left to play. Camden Heide, Dalen Swain. Swain working against Mayer. Mayer's in his face. And Swain gets around the assignment. Actually, great job defensively, keeping his feet square. Swain will fight to the rim. How did he get that shot to go? Oh, my. Dalen Swain with a very acrobatic move there on the left side of the glass. Left side of the glass, right-handed finish. Behind the back here is Braden Smith. Smith at the bottom wing on your screen. He bounce passes this to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Kaufman-Wren at the elbow now, backing a man down in the post. The double team comes in. Here is under the rim the shot and the foul. So Camden Heide going to commit the foul, and it looks like Oscar Clough is going to the stripe to shoot 2 shots. Clough going to take 2 shots. Camden Heide picks up his 3rd foul of the day. Looks like Harris will be subbing out. Clough's first free throw. It's good. Clough's first free throw is good. It's 65-67. First shot counted. Close game here. Close game with Nebraska and Iowa as well at the bottom of the screen. I just saw that go by. It is 7:59 here in San Antonio, Texas. I am live in San Antonio, Texas, in case you guys were wondering. The score is 67-66, and Texas with the basketball now. The clock has started, 6.5 left to play in this game. A kick to the wing, a pump fake here from Jordan Pope. Pope to Dalen Swain. Swain uses a screen. Swain getting a lot of attention from the Purdue defense. Ooh, he got a man on skates. He got him to fall. Swain will shoot. Can't get it to go. It's an offensive board. Texas still with it. Pope in trouble. Pope backs this one out, clears it, and it looks like Wilcher has the ball. Wilcher to Nick Cody. Cody inside, delivers a fastball. Sidestep, three-point shot. No good. Jordan Pope offline. 5:55 left to go. Mid-court collision here. 5:54 on the clock. Mid-court collision. Another foul on Cam Heide. He's now up to 8. Tried to get the steal on a reach-in from behind. Giggity. And couldn't quite get it. Charles Stone saying hello. Hello, says Charles Stone. Hello. Hello, says Charles Stone. Hello. Hello, Charles. Please no spam, sir. Please no spam in the chat. 67-66. Purdue is at the free throw line. Again, in the bonus, Purdue is going to get themselves here quite a bit. So Oscar Mayer is at the free throw line. First free throw is no good for Mayer. Couple of substitutions coming in. Vokatitis is now checking back in for Texas as well. On the court for Texas. This is going to update here in just a moment. We just saw a couple players change. This will update after the second free throw, but you'll see the players on court there. Both free throws no good for Purdue. Both free throws miss here from Omer Mayer. Omer Mayer missing both of those shots. Texas up by just 1. Whoa, Vokatitis getting hacked on the pass inside. Vokatitis fouled. Oscar Clough going to pick up foul number 4 himself. So now Purdue is in a bit of foul trouble here. Vokatitis and Clough have been going at it all day long, man. This is a good battle right now of the bigs. Really liking this here. 5:38, there's the inbound pass to Vokatitis. Vokatitis to Heide. Heide to Welcher. Welcher. Whistle coming in. Hang on. Looks like a possible timeout or a technical. The officials talking the sideline now. So the coaches are talking now. I guess coach wants an explanation of some kind. Purdue still has 4 fouls to give. Texas already 10. I guess both teams are in the bonus here. Bro, I need some chapstick. Killing me right now. Traffic, looking for my chapstick. Please stand by. So we had a dead ball right now. Looks like the officials, the coach wanted to hear something. He's still standing on the court right now. Coach is refusing to get off the court for Texas. So Sean Miller is standing on the court on the hash, and the officials are just letting him stand on the court. You may want to back up, coach. You really shouldn't be there. Here's a three-point shot. Whoa! There's a big three-point shot anyways. Wow, Tremont Mark is up to 29, bro. 29 points for Tremont Mark, killing it today for Texas. Here's Purdue. Smith to the three-point line. Omer Mayer can't get the shot to go. Over the back foul. That'll be foul number 5 on Camden Heide. 5 minutes left to go. Camden Heide's furious here. What are you going to do? A 4-point lead right now for Texas over Purdue. 5th foul of the day for Cam Heide. That's a problem. Incredible release. What a shot from Mark, man. Incredible shot from Mark. Oh, man. I tell you what, dude. I'm a fan of both of these sides right now. I like the way Purdue is playing. But there's one player that's really, really frustrating me right now, and it's Trey Kaufman-Renn. And it looks like that might have been it for Heide. I think Heide might have just fouled out here. So we're going to see that. I think that must have been a 6th then if that's the case. We're at the free throw line. It's Trey Kaufman-Renn who just threw himself down to the ground right here and was able to force a player to leave the game because of it. 70-67. Here's the replay. They're showing it again. I mean, they're fighting for it for sure. I guess that's a fair call. Second free throw is good. And Purdue is down by just 2. Close game. Heide fouling out is a huge, huge issue for Texas. But now you can see on the court they've got Mark, Pope, Swain, Volkatitis, and Cody. Here is Mark with it. Tremont Mark makes his move, spins around, shoots this one up. It's no good. It's a rebound by Purdue. The rebound by Purdue, it's Cox who gets the board. And now Braden Smith face-to-face with Jordan Pope. Purdue down by 2, 4.5 minutes left to play in this game. We've now got a switch right here. Great job on the pick and roll. A switch here. Maybe Braden Smith is faster than Swain. I don't know, but he's got Swain going all over the place. He will shoot. He'll be fouled. And that's a foul against Swain. Great job there by Braden Smith to get to that free throw line. That's a lot of movement here, ref. I kind of looked like there was a travel in there somewhere. I definitely saw his feet come off the ground a few times. First free throw is good. First free throw is good for Braden Smith. I see y'all in the chat, man. Pretty obvious the refs have been told to make sure Purdue wins, says Tex. Says Trex. Reading some comments right now. The score is 69 giggity to 70. Texas is better like that. For sure getting drug tested, said Carlos. My bracket is done, says Gooner. Second free throw also good. It is 70-70. We are all tied up with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left to go. And Texas all tied up. This is coming down to it, guys. We are literally in the final stretch of this game. 70-70 with 4 minutes left to go. Wide open here at the three-point line. Weaver had the look. Bounces this one to, looks like this is going to be Volkatitis. Volkatitis gets the shot. He actually misses it, but he does get fouled on the way up. The WNBA needs to drop the rim to 9 feet, cuz, says Bernardo Guerrero. You know, I mean, I don't see what would be wrong with doing something like that, if I'm being honest. If it would make it that the girls can now dunk and do those things like, you know, there's a natural – anyways, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I don't want to open up a can of worms. But I appreciate the super chat, man. I appreciate your thoughts on that. Would be totally worth a whole separate live stream to discussing the issue. I got Deg. What is that? What is that? Deg y'all dem sugar? What up, sugar? Saying, come on, Purdue. Absolute cinema. I agree sports gambling has led to terrible refereeing. Go Texas, says Angie. I'm not a fan of either, says Tex. Says Trex. So, racked, I have 4K on You got what? You got how much on Purdue, bro? Bueno, mi amigo. Yo no sé qué decirte. Eso va a estar difícil. I just subscribed, says Raiden Shira. What's up, Raiden? Thanks for checking in. Victor Coronado saying giggity made me spit my burger out. Oh, right. Giggity, 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 goo. Let's see. Blaker Larson saying go Purdue. I have them as my bracket winner. Footlocker Refs says, that's funny. I could see that. Please, Purdue, my bracket needs it, says like bruh. I just subscribed. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. Look, man, we got a lot of newbies in the chat right now, so let's ask y'all something. If you are new, drop a few emojis. I'm literally just looking for emojis right now. If you are new, drop 5 emojis, say hello. I love building this community right now. More than anything else, guys, seeing new names interact with some of our people who have been here for so long and then seeing y'all come back time and time again, that to me is my favorite part of all of this right here. Looks like lol Mo. Mo, what's going on, Mo? I got Intense123 saying hello. J-Mac saying newbie. There is Teesky. Drops the 8 ball in the chat. Careful now. Last of the 80s era, Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. We got Really Brent saying hello. What up, Brent? How are you, sir? Go Longhorns. F.W. Anthony. Looks like Denise, hello. Prax Landy, hello. Julia Howell, hello. Is that Phil Kenzabin. What's up, Phil? Oh, my goodness. We got a lot of you guys in this chat. What's going on, newbies? Hey, first and foremost, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to get a chance to say hello to all of you guys. These commercial breaks for college ball, there are a lot of them, but they go by pretty quick. And as a matter of fact, this commercial break is just about over. So Trey Law, thank you. Caitlin, thank you. Brian, hello. Grind, what's up? Philip, what is going on, man? RJ, baby, I see you out here. Mike, welcome. Like bruh, Fox77, all of you guys. Xavier, appreciate you guys checking in. If I did not get a chance to say hello to y'all, I apologize again. Folks, we're back from this commercial break. We are back to the action here. We've got 2 free throws coming up. 2 free throws coming up. Matas Vokatatis is at the free throw line. It's actually a 1-and-1 free throw. And the 1-and-1 free throw means that he's only going to get 1 free throw because he missed the first one. It is 70-70. All tied up. Purdue with the basketball now. Looks to the left. C.J. Cox will find Braden Smith. Braden Smith eye-to-eye right now with Tremont Mark. We got a change of rotation here. Looks like Trey Kaufman-Wren is now against Tremont Mark. Here's the shot for Kaufman-Wren. The shot's no good, but it's off the foot of Texas. It goes out of bounds. And it looks like it's last touch this time by Weaver. The clock stops with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. See a lot of new subscribers. The Real Howl, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Let's keep the train rolling. Here's the inbound pass under the rim and kicking it, clearing it to the three-point line. Another bounce pass inside. Clough will shoot and score. Clough with a spin move on the right-hand side. It is 72-70. Another lead change, and Purdue is up by 2. Less than 3 minutes and 15 seconds here left to go in this basketball game. Going to the right side, trying to make a move. Dalen Swain is in open space. He finds the hot hand, which is Tremont Mark. Mark to Volkatitis, back to Mark. Uh-oh, dangerous pass right here. Swain doesn't really have it, but Swain will try to go in. Too much on it. Trying to do too much with that Euro reversal. I don't even know what else to call that, but the shot will miss. A 6-0 run for Purdue in the last 2.5 minutes. They are up by 2. Purdue feeds inside. This is TKR. Kicks it to the three-point line. No good, but an offensive board. Offensive board here for Oscar Clough and Purdue. They're going to hold here. 2 minutes and a half left to go. Clough clears it again. Shot clock down to 7. Purdue has to make a move. Shake and bake. Braden Smith takes it all the way. It's swatted away, and it looks like it's a shot clock violation here. This is going to be a block. It is going to go down as a block for Volkatitis with the left hand. Might have been a foul, but it looks like it's going to go down as a block. very much might have been a foul. Close. I don't know what they're talking about here. I think they're trying to see if it hit the rim, because if it hit the rim, then it's not a shot clock violation. They're calling it a turnover, I believe. And I think it's Texas basketball. So I think it's going to be Texas basketball. Does this hit the rim? There's the swat. Never touches the rim. When does it go out of bounds? How much time is left? Because if it goes out of bounds and it was last touched by, boom, 0.4 seconds left. So this might actually be Purdue ball from the baseline with 0.4. The officials still can't get this right, so they're having a meeting here. This goes out of bounds. It hits the sideline with 0.5, 0.4, 0.5. We're going to get a half a second. We're going to get about a half a second here for Purdue to maybe get a shot up and in. So let's give it just a moment. Man, it's crazy how long these officials take for these calls. So I think it's been determined. I think it's been determined that it was last touched by Texas. It never hit the rim, so it doesn't reset the shot clock. And it's out last touched, yeah, by Texas. So I don't understand what this is taking so long for. There must be something else that's above my pay grade. Are they trying to decide if Purdue touched it last? Because it looked like that was off on Texas. All of that just to say the previous play is under review? What have you been reviewing? The call on the floor is Texas ball. This could be overturned. They've been reviewing for minutes, and then he turns around and says, now this is play. This play is officially under review. What have you been doing, bro? Like, what have you been doing? Okay, so they're going to review this for just a few moments. I don't want to sit here gawking at the screen while we wait to find out what that review is going to be. In the meantime, guys, those of y'all who have your brackets still intact, hopefully this review doesn't take very long. 11 versus 2 right now. This is our next game today. Arizona versus Arkansas coming up immediately after this game. It'll happen at this exact same court, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they're now discussing how much time is going to be left on the clock. The inbound pass would have to come in from the baseline unless a timeout had been called. Does Texas have a chance at -2.5, says Desdo. I think Texas has a chance at just straight up, heads up, man. Yeah, that's definitely last touched by Texas. Wow. Wow. Okay. I think this is the wrong call. They're saying it's going to be Texas ball with 30 seconds on the shot clock. Whether you're a Purdue fan or a Texas fan, that just doesn't feel right. The officials kind of really botching this game right now. Texas with the ball. Texas at the straightaway. A bounce pass inside. Volkatitis almost losing it. And it looks like the officials are more nervous than the players are at this point. About 1:50 left to go. Here's a big shot from Mark, and that one's no good. It's rebounded by Purdue, up by 2. Up by 2. 1:37 left to go. To the right-hand side, it's Braden Smith. He gets around. He's fouled right here. 1:33 left to go. So the foul comes in. It feels great, says Torrey. Second half, it is the second half. 1:33 left to go in this game. Game is almost over here. That's a foul on Tremont Mark, by the way. Mark picks up his 3rd foul of the day. And in the bonus, we go to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots. Braden Smith, first free throw, is good. That's now a 3-point lead here for Purdue. Braden Smith has been decent today, guys. Couple of substitutions coming in now for Texas. Weaver subbing in for Texas. Looks like Nick Cody subbing out for Texas. They're looking for a couple of shooters here. Second free throw, no good. That leaves the window ajar here for Texas to maybe tie this thing up, man. 1:25 left to go in this game. 1:25 left to go in this game. Here's a spin move, a kick to the three-point line, pump fakes. Time winding down. To the left, Dalen Swain is at the straightaway. Swain against Clough. There he goes, a spin move, shot clock down to 3. Swain can't get it to go, but the putback is there. And the offensive rebound by Weaver. It's a 1-point game, 59.5, and a timeout will be called. Timeout, Texas. 1-point game with less than 1 minute left to go. Go for 2. Mr. Mojo, OMG, bruh, says Abby. Timeout called. Let's see, what do you think the final score from both teams will be? Well, it's at 145 right now. Someone was saying, are we going over or under 149? I think we could trade buckets here and see that happen, but it's going to get close. Lone Star State standing up, says PC Pokemane. What up, PC Pokemane? Love the name, bro. Looks like Jesse Holcomb saying go. Angie saying go Texas. Make your free throws, says Mr. Ohio player. Donnie says this is crazy. Let's build some momentum instead of houses with all these bricks, says T-Love. These refs, says James. Yeah. RJ Baby asking who I'm going for. I'm just going for a good game, man. I would like to see Texas win. I don't have a bracket or anything like that, but either way, Purdue deserves to win. I mean, the best team is going to win this game, I think, in my opinion. Even though Purdue, on paper, is the better team. We'll see how it goes. Charles, thank you very much. Reading some more of these comments. Free throws matter, says Curran. They do matter a lot. Jonathan saying, let's go Horns. Chandler saying Boilermakers. Caitlin saying go Texas. Gary saying go Texas. Vibing with Fred says Texas. Stand up. I love it, man. Kaylee, I got you. Jim saying Purdue, please. Texas will win, says. Man, we got a lot. Why no bracket, says Ed. Dude, I can't keep up with it, man. I know you just said it and forget it, but it's the same reason why, like, I only made playoffs in 3 of my fantasy leagues when I had so many fantasy leagues. It's just too much to juggle. It's just so much to juggle. Anytime, John, I will. I will, actually. Next time I see him, I'll send him that. Is this game not on? No, Levi, it's not. We're in the middle of a commercial break. We are in the middle of a commercial break. Timeout has been called by Texas. Texas is down by 1. Purdue having a pretty decent game today. Purdue a pretty decent game today if you want to see some more of the stats right now. There you have it. Shooting 51%, almost 52% Texas, 47% for Purdue. Beyond the arc has been terrible from three-point land for Purdue. They're shooting at 20% here. And this game is so close, it's a 1-point game. Here are your statistical leaders on the right-hand side. The ball has been inbounded, and we are going to finish this game up. Guys, the last 60 seconds happening right now. Final 60 seconds of this game. Braden Smith showing off the handles here. Up by just 1. They cannot come away with an empty possession. Smith still working here. Gets around his assignment. Shoots it up quickly off the glass. Nick Cody allowing the man to score. 37.7. Timeout called by the Boilermakers this time. 37.7 and timeout called by Purdue. Running out of time here. What are they going to do on the defensive side of things? A 3-point shot for Texas is critical, is crucial. What do? Do you instantly foul and prevent the 3-point shot? I mean, there's so many scenarios that can play out right now in this situation. taking a look across the NBA, guys, I've got the scoreboard and the ticker scrolling by right now. Our next game is going to be Arkansas and Arizona. Should be happening moments after this. And we will have that game here as well. There it is. But Braden Smith doing a great job on that last play. Timeout was called by Purdue. Looks like this commercial break was a lot shorter than the last one. They've already cut back to the court here. Camera is focused on Braden Smith, who has been a key player for this Purdue team today. They're adding a second to the clock. It's 38.4. 16 points today for Braden Smith. Texas to inbound right now. Struggling mentally right now. Camden Heide had fouled out earlier in this game. He could have made a big impact right now. Instead, Tremont Mark is going to have to do something special. Here is Jordan Pope. Pope to Weaver. Weaver to Volkatitis. Volkatitis to Mark. Mark at the three-point line finds Pope. The straightaway tray. No good. Trying to get the rebound. Fighting for it under the rim. Dalen Swain gets wrapped up. 21.5 left to go. 21.5. Looks like possession stays with. Looks like it stays here with Texas, but let's see. Pope shot that shot on the move. It wasn't there. Here's the replay. Okay, timeout called. Final timeout called by Texas. 21.8 here left to go in San Jose, California. The West Regional semifinals have almost come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for choosing Football Nation to watch this game with. I really do appreciate you guys being here. 21 seconds left to go. What do you make of that? Looks like Mackenzie Jackson saying the refs are definitely wanting Texas to win. Thank you, CWE Gren. By the way, guys, if y'all want to give me some feedback, if y'all want to chat and give me some feedback, you can send me an email on my website, footballnationusa.com. footballnationusa.com. Now, my guess is that nobody's leaving this live stream right now. Guessing nobody's leaving this live stream right now considering the game. Very close game. But if you are curious to check out the website, there's the link in the chat. Timeout is almost over here. They are focusing in on the huddle. Looks like Iowa beat Nebraska 77-71. Iowa beat Nebraska 77-71. That game started 20 minutes after this one, and it's already over. Started 20 minutes before this one, it's already over. What's going on? 21.8 seconds here left to go. To inbound right now, Texas, there it is. Here's a three-point shot that comes in flying. The foul instantly here. Foul on Fletcher Lawyer. They're trying to make sure that Texas can't shoot that three-point shot. That is the right move. That is the smart IQ. They will limit Texas to just 2 points and play the free throw game right now. How are you?
Good.
I'm good. All right, little man. Let's do this. Volkatitis to shoot free throws. You ready? Free throw number one, a 1-and-1 free throw. Volkatitis is good. It's 73-75. Those one-on-ones are dangerous at the free throw line. It's let's see. Is it 3 shots? No, it's 2, Joseph. It's 2. 20 seconds left to go. You like that free throw, buddy? Okay. 21 seconds. Second free throw. Volkatitis knocks them both down. Possibly the biggest free throws of his career. Is Ryan still here? He just left? Okay. Did you? Yeah. Cool, huh? Here's the inbound pass. I'm going to hand you back the baby, babe. Here's the inbound pass and an immediate foul right now. 19.4 left to go. Purdue goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Okay. $19.4 left to go. Purdue's going to the free throw line. We've got C.J. Cox shooting 2 shots right now. 2 shots. He said for the college fund, says FDJC Engine. Thank you. Yeah, Christina thinks that he might be a basketball star. We play with the little tykes quite a bit. Anyways, okay, we got a lot going on right now, guys. My wife just walked into the house, just got home from work. Give me 1 second. We got free throws coming up. Administrative stuff comes first. Give me 1 moment. I got 2 games, so once this one's over, I got to go straight to the second one. So. Bye, buddy. Okay. First free throw is good, folks. Here comes the second free throw. CJ Cox makes them both. It is now a 77-74 game. Here's the inbound pass for Texas. Texas looking for a miracle three-point shot right now. They need one. They need it, and they need it quick. There's the shot and the foul. That'll work, too. 11.9. Swain gets the bucket and a trip to the free throw line. So now Dalen Swain has a chance to put his team on his back and get the win for Texas here. Swain. My goodness. So couldn't get the three-point shot, but the three-point play is on the way. FDJC Engine, thank you, sir. Okay, 77-76. Less than 12 seconds left to go. By the way, that last foul on Oscar Clough, he is fouled out if we go into overtime. If this game goes into overtime, it'll be without Clough as well. Huge free throw for Texas right now. The free throw is good. The free throw is good. We are tied up 77-77. Timeout taken, Purdue. They have 1 left. And everybody in Texas, el aplauso para todo. Oh, man. Holy smokes. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is getting hot now. This game is cooking. We're cooking with gas, ladies and gentlemen. We're cooking with gas. Hey, Coach. Appreciate that super, sir. Coach Lenny saying, great job. Let's effing go. FN, Football Nation. Get it? That's why FN Sports. That's why we say that. In case you did not know, let's effing go. So Purdue called a timeout. They have 1 remaining. They have 1 timeout remaining. Texas, Purdue, all tied up 77-77. Right now, it says that Texas has a 51% chance of winning this game, according to the ESPN analytics. Does that mean it's going to happen? Don't quite know. But one thing's for sure, we're about to find out. To inbound this one, it's Jack Benter. So Jack Benter has checked in for Purdue. They're looking for free throw shooters on the Purdue side. The inbound pass to Braden Smith. The clock is ticking. This is for the final shot to win the game. Purdue versus Texas. Down to 5, 4. This shot goes up. It's no good. The putback. 0.7. And the putback is there for Purdue. The inbound pass, the full court shot. No good. And that is how this game will end. Purdue will win it all. Purdue will win off of a very, very, very tight shot from, actually, Braden Smith didn't even get the shot to fall. He missed the shot, and the putback was there. And that is how Purdue will win. Texas, that has to hurt. Brutal. Talk about an anticlimactic finish to the game. Still, great win for Purdue. Final score 79-77, and the next game should be getting started here momentarily. Wow, the offensive boards changed this game so much. The offensive rebound meant everything there. Trey Kaufman-Wren got the shot to go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I guess that's it, man. So, That being said, let me drop one more link in this chat, guys. There is one more link that I wanted to bring up for y'all. I'm going to plug this in right now in case y'all want to check out the next live stream. Where's my share here? All right, so Purdue now goes on to the Elite Eight, guys. Purdue now advances to the Elite Eight. Here is the next live stream, guys. Give me a few minutes. I got to turn around and change up my graphics a little bit now to get ready for this Arkansas versus Arizona game. I'm going to take a few minutes to say hi to my wife, and then I should be live here in about 10 minutes. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, if you're really digging this and you want to come back for more, be sure to subscribe. Anyways, guys, I am done. I cannot wait until I get a chance to see y'all again, and that chance will be coming up soon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I will see y'all super soon. My name is Mario. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, y'all.